So do we have to choose from one of the crew positions we got going on over here?
You guys could kind of roughly figure it out as to what you're liking your role to be.
That's what I was gonna be roughly basing mine off of, which is why I'm thinking like, hey, it works. I could do the science or I could do the engineering, depending on what we wanted to pick per person.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be mostly based off of like personality and intelligence, pretty much. My charisma and education, pretty much, I guess you could call it.
Well, would you say you're gonna be more sciencey or more engineering
Uh,
or medical?
one's basically mechanics, the other one's sciencey, and the other one's biology. So I mean, eh. If we need anything in particular, I wouldn't mind taking up healer. I guess give that a try.
So medical.
Yeah, probably a medical officer.
All right, then I'm going to stick back with engineering then.
I'm gonna have so many sticky notes in front of me. Don't mind.
Is A-okay, hon?
Let's see. Do we have to worry about like food and board at this particular moment?
No.
Okay.
Not immediately, no.
Alright.
Ooh, QB, when were you playing Tactics A2?
What?
When were you playing Tactics?
So whenever the last stream was, I don't remember.
Yeah, no, I was just going through and doing shoutouts in the chat just to make sure. I saw that and I was like, huh.
Yeah, I've mostly been playing A2 for the last couple of streams that
Okay.
haven't been tabletop.
I'm gonna have to swing by and check that out sometime. One of the ones
It's
I haven't
fun.
actually been able to play.
So, have you played Tactics or Tactics Advanced?
I played the War of the Lion, I think is what it was.
Okay, so yeah, original Tactics, but the remake. So you know how that's really heavy and serious tone and all that?
Yeah.
Well, strip all of that seriousness, just get rid of it, just have a fun romp. It's delightful.
Well, all right then. I like that.
Tactics Advance is very low key, or low stakes fun romp. Tactics Advance 2 is even more low stakes and just fun.
Uh-huh. Well, I will have to look into that once we finish the current run of Final Fantasy games we have to run through.
Yeah. 5 is next, right?
We're just finishing up 5. 5 is going to be finished next Friday. Or
Ooh,
Saturday,
nice.
however long that takes.
Where are you at in 5?
We just hit like the 1/3 mark right before we had to go to World 2.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No place for people to put their thoughts. You want to? I just made a characters channel in one shots to be able to share them to y'all.
Oh,
Trying to get things together still. Any questions, Turtle? You figuring it out?
I'm trying to speed read and figure out what all I'm trying to do.
Okay, no worries. The joys of this being a nice short little one shot is it should hopefully take no longer than like an hour or two. So
Yeah, because I might have to. Well, you know that I've been having like Xbox problems in my disc not reading,
Mhm.
like my discs. So
Mm.
after my man left, and it was like, well, Microsoft wouldn't replace it anyways because my warranty's null and void because of the whole
Sorry.
hard drive transfer. No, it's all good. It's basically a 6-year-old system anyways, so I mean, like, it's doing good for where it's at, but it only chooses when to read the discs or not, and it doesn't like certain discs. I spent 35 minutes trying to get it to read Dark Souls 3 last night.
Ooh.
So my Xbox hasn't been off since I got it working, so I can go back and play it. But my little brother, well, my baby brother got one of the newer X series and gave his Xbox One S to my other brother. And then basically my brother had one of the deep blue special edition kind of Xbox Series 1S ones. And something went wrong with it, and it just kind of like shorted itself out. So it's basically a very expensive paperweight. And I was like, well, if the disk drive still works and now,
Nice.
so I don't have to solder anything. I'll just take them both apart and put the other disc reader into my current Xbox, and maybe we'll actually have something, you know?
I would check with Hawk to see if that would work, because I
Yeah.
can't remember the exact reasoning for needing to solder the daughter board onto the
It's because
thing, but-
basically the disc reader is just a Blu-ray. It's a Blu-ray DVD reader, and Xbox has to add a daughter board to it so it reads the games.
Yeah, well,
as
I
well.
can't remember if it was something
No.
tied to like hardware, like serialized hardware or not. So
Maybe I'll make sure that I send him a message, but for this moment, I'm not gonna take apart any Xbox for the next couple of days. You know, I
That's
got
fine.
homework I gotta finish anyway, so things in the background, and it can wait until next weekend, most likely.
oh heck yeah, we got our first character, security officer, Hephaestus. See that right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good name.
That's a good name.
I was originally thinking about coming in being more of a tech guy, but you know, also I like playing around what other people want to play. So I want to keep the name no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
The Hephaestus punch.
Sitting here and trying to find where things went, and I don't know where things went. There it went. Maybe.
You found it. Maybe.
I think so.
Did you
Yes.
actually find it though?
Maybe. So much speed reading. I'm reading so fast that I'm skipping things, and it's crazy. Because you can like speed read. Dude, do I just automatically get one or no? Yo,
What are you trying
where's
to-
my I want a knife. I'm not going anywhere without a pocket
You're
knife.
gonna need to buy one.
I know, that's why I'm trying to look for the prices, but it's not giving me stuff on blades!
Price is not currently set for a blade. How short of a knife are we talking?
Just standard, like, pocket knife. It's not gonna be too fucking big. 10 centimeters is what? Well, standard knife. Small blade.
Like 5-ish inches would be 10
Yeah,
centimeters?
around like 5. It's gonna be like basically a pocket knife, pretty much.
I would say get away with 150 credits.
Okay. I mean, I could just like pick up a scalpel if I'm gonna be a freaking medical officer. Then just an abundance of like scalpels everywhere. Just fucking throw those. Those will be my throwing knives. Ironically. Where is... Can I... Okay.
I know I'm a doctor, but Iraq's gun.
Doesn't mean that I'm not going anywhere with a gun. I'm gonna have a knife in my pocket, and I'm also gonna have a gun on my hip. Nobody can tell me that a medical officer can't own a weapon.
I may be a healer, but
Pew, pew, pew. That's what it's gonna be, pretty much. Let's see. Now I just gotta like frickin'.
I am debating the optional rule for the firearms for each of them. Okay. I don't know yet, but
okay. What kind of restrictions do we have on those? If you have restrictions,
it just has the potential to jam. That's all.
Okay, because I was gonna go with a beam pistol because that seems nice.
I think that one has a thing where it can potentially overheat.
Overheat, yeah. Because it's basically creating like lightning.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so basically a natural 20 and then 2 roll above 10 after that would turn it into an inoperative firearm for 2 rounds.
I
like that character description.
That's not Hawks with you. It's just... Oh...
I feel like it's generic enough to cover, you know, I don't know what system.
I like that. I like that. That's really cute.
Don't make me test the airlocks with you.
Evelina.
I like that.
That's cute.
Festus, Evelina.
And don't ask me my name yet, because I haven't thought of one.
That is okay, hon.
I could always take... Yeah, I think we'll do this. That's fine. I was like, where's my shit? And then I was just like, wait a second.
Am I being blind, or is it not actually share how to roll damage for these or anything? Oh,
I haven't gotten close to the look yet.
Thank you, Pookie. I didn't realize that bit one wasn't chained. See doodles. Need to fix that. Heck yeah, Talon. Enjoy the Mario Kart. We're still kind of getting things ready, so.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, don't mind me.
Weird stuff.
We're doing weird things.
Oh, okay, so it's a D5 for damage rolls plus the stuff for... Yeah, plus the DV value.
Oh, okay. D5,
So yeah,
that's interesting.
which, okay, that's another weird thing. You're not actually rolling against an armor class in this system. You're just rolling against your own ability to shoot a gun. Or throw your punch. So...
Hey, yeah.
And again, it's funny golf rules, so high strength characters rolling a 10 on a D10 still probably hit.
How about charisma is just a personality-based skill, which is so misleading.
Unless it's a knife punch or club, in which case it is just half your strength plus thing as your damage. But for like the bows and other things, it's a D5 plus the for damage. Cool. Okay, that makes sense. All right.
Yeah.
Just it's surprisingly dumbed down, but should be easy enough to make work.
There we go. There's the third one in there.
You I could take you apart. Oh, that's a good descriptor.
I may be sweet and innocent looking, but piss me off. I know how to hide a body. Oh man. If it makes it easier, yeah, I have a really weird name. Just call it, just like Ari as the nickname is fine.
Okay.
That's what it's supposed to be, Ariamine?
Yep.
Ha!
Her last name is Athleshi. I like that.
But is she an actual medical doctor?
Yes.
She's got a doctorate and everything?
Well, is she a doctor or is she just an officer? Is she...
Well, I mean, do I have to actually be specific about this? Because
No,
I mean,
we're
there
just giving
wasn't
you
one.
shit.
I'm strictly asking for my character. I am strictly asking for my character.
She's smart enough to be able to take you apart. She's got like.
But did she do a full dissertation in like?
She can teach the class. She can basically fix and heal people.
Ah, so she got his
also being
master's
able to
degree.
take them apart. Yes. She's MD at least. Doctorate.
Well, no, MD means
maybe
you're a
much
medical
of-
doctor. Then that's a doctor.
Yeah. I was a very much a medical doctor, and that's about it. Excuse me, you two. What
Well,
the
okay,
fuck?
Dr. Ari.
Yeah. I know how to take people apart, but I could also fix them.
So you take people apart. I might make robots out of them if I'm really bored. They won't be good robots, but they'll be robots.
Any functioning robot is a good robot. Okay. Where's everyone at here? To get a judge on when we're starting.
I-
Wrapping up skills.
I'm I'm at my desk.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, I'm sitting
Yeah.
on my futon in front of my computer, cross-legged.
Nice.
I meant
Oh.
with the fucking
Oh.
character sheets, but you know. Thank you guys still.
You're welcome.
I think I might be done.
I might be pretty close to done. I have mostly my equipment.
Okay.
If we're counting that, and I have a little bit to spare. I'm trying to figure out skills, I guess, at this point.
Well, so the skills are all just general things, so it's one of those
Okay.
where, like, that they really only take into effect when you actually need to use them. So
Okay.
you don't have to
I just don't
necessarily.
know if they are or not, so I'm like kind of trying to figure out.
Yeah, that's
Well-
what I was trying to, like...
From the best of what I've been able to see, it has been. Like, you don't put, like, anything into the skills, it's just those are the skills you're good at. You know?
Okay, so you're just basically picking,
You're picking your stat scores, and your stat scores kind of tell you, okay, yeah, I am good at these things.
yeah, because I rolled for my stats, and I rolled pretty decently for it. So that's nice.
It does say that each player gets 2 points to spend in each group of skills.
Oh.
That's what I'm trying to like figure out. Where would I put them for what?
Oh.
Because like agility has a lot, and strength has like 4. So it's just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like going into the like, if there's nothing on this list, you could talk with your GM and like figure something that would work. I'm like, it's a one shot. I don't need to figure out would working on big starship engines be considered more strength to make sure everything's connected right, or intelligence to make sure it's put in the right order.
Don't want to work that hard.
So we have to pick, what, two skills
You
to have?
basically have 2 points. So you gotta
Okay.
put 1 in 2 different skills, or 2 in 1 specific skill under each little category. Like under
Yeah.
strength, I'm gonna have 2 for stamina because you know engine rooms generally probably get pretty well worn, and
Oh, so is it just like an extra
that.
bonus? So it's like a +1 to your stats for like those specifically, like proficiency?
no, I think so.
Maybe?
I'm assuming generally, kind of maybe.
Maybe? Is that what we're going with?
I'm going to go with yes in that case.
Okay,
'Cause-
so
Okay.
we have 2
That-
to add +1 or +2 in
Yeah.
each section based skills.
If I'm
Correct.
understanding this right as well, I think so.
Alright then.
Ability agility. Player then gets 2 points to spend in each group of skills. They can raise 2 skill levels by 1 point or 1 skill by 2 points. Okay. Yeah, so it's basically it's kind of like adding specific proficiencies to each of them, for each category. And Natsu, for your engine repair needs, I believe they're covered under technician, which is intelligence.
I mean, technician has, or intelligence just has so much.
It does.
Yeah.
Intelligence is
Yeah, no,
very...
like- That's absolutely what I would have been putting him in. It's either that or, because I don't know if like, do I want to put 1 in there and put 1 in like electronics, or 1 in like.
Well, I mean, you get 2 for each group of skills, so, you know.
Well, I don't know if the 1 or 2 is going to be a huge difference or not.
What is your current intelligence score?
I was actually gonna wait to roll stats with you because I
okay.
rolled obnoxious stat lines. I had one that was like 7, 7, 8, 12, and then I had one that was 15, 15, 14, 10.
Okay.
So I hit like rock awful and then like fucking godly.
Okay.
So I was actually waiting to like see what sounded not force rerolled with you.
Okay. Let's go and just
Or to get-
roll your 4d10s.
Oh, this is great when it's starting with a 7. A 16. 8. And 13.
I would say that's a good fair spread, personally.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah. Because I rolled with the two of them in here.
And that's with the
yeah.
+6 added to it, right, hon?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. I'd go with
Yeah.
it.
I rolled a 1. And then I rolled a 0.
Yo.
I hit the
Nice.
nat 1 and nat 20, basically.
Yeah. I was pretty, like, well-rounded. Because I rolled, I think it was 2 9s. I rolled 2 9s. I have 15, 15, 12, and 13.
That's more than
So-
well-rounded. That's, like,
Yeah.
exceptionally good, hon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just
that's-
kind of, like, I rolled with everyone here, and I was just like, I'm getting right! Yay! I'm a good doctor!
We'll see about that.
We'll see when it comes to those checks there.
Mm-hmm.
If you want well-rounded, I got 2 10s, 11, and a 13.
Okay.
Hmm.
That's not bad at all. That's very well-rounded.
So many 4s.
So many damn 4s.
They won't
See.
escape me.
Because, like, I have it, like, in... Basically, intelligence is also, like, medicine first aid.
Yep.
Mhm.
And I'm wondering if I should put both skill points for intelligence into medicine first aid and surgery. But you have to get one before you get the second one.
Well, they're 2 separate skills.
Yeah. So you basically have to...
So,
Gain
like,
1.
first aid is like first responders.
Yeah, it's
where-
like patch up kind of thing. And then surgery is like ER doctor, pretty much.
I guess someone does say you have to take them in order versus like planetary navigation versus stellar navigation.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna put at least one into technician because
Hmm.
an engineer that's not a technician isn't an engineer at all. Let's see, would computer ops make sense or no?
They'll just put them both in medicine and first aid, I guess.
Nah, screw it. I'm gonna do one in technician and then one in electronics. Shit breaks. Yo, I'm your girl. I'll fix it for you. I don't have personality, but
I have plenty of personality. You want some? I'll hand some over to you. I'm charismatic enough that
I
could
put-
probably work.
well, I figured strength and agility are like physical stats, or
Mhm.
intelligence and personality are mental, right?
Mhm.
I have my highest and my lowest in mental. I have half intelligence, and I have like bottom of the barrel personality.
Man, kind of like super smart people. Yeah, I can read off and recite the entirety of the inner workings of a computer, but it's gonna sound deadpan and nothing's gonna be good about it.
Listen, there's a reason she likes to threaten people, shove them in airlocks.
See, like my agility and strength are pretty like they're slightly above average, which is kind of more where like I sit anyways, because I'd be more of like I play support in most of the games that I play in any direction, pretty much. So if I need to get into the fray, then yeah. But if I don't have to, then I'm usually helping out those around me. So I usually end up having those stats boosted so I can support the other characters. And then I can also still help myself, even though my stats might not be as high as anyone else. So
I just don't know if I want to swap strength and agility. Do I want to make strength my slightly better one or agility my slightly better one? I think I'm going to keep agility higher just because it's got a little bit more fun shit going for it. Like, you know, fire starship weapons and other crazy shit.
Not sure how much of each of it we'll be doing, but hopefully it should be it'll be pretty fun little one-shot adventure. Reading through it, it looked like it was kind of nice and fun, so.
Well, seeing as how I have no idea where we're going with, I'm going to go with what the character would probably most make sense with. So it's going to be one for surface vehicles. See, I wanted to take pilot air vehicle, but it's characters wishing to fly starships within an atmosphere must have the pilot air vehicle equal to or more than the stat score, which is fucking huge and not a level 1 character kind of skill. So that's like way down the line.
Yeah, it's basically like a little 7-room dungeon kind of thing that you guys are going through, so.
okay.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Yeah.
Sounds neat.
I might have to switch my agility and strength. Because agility is more of your finesse kind of weapon stuff. And strength is more of like...
Strength definitely reads more like con than strength.
Yeah. So I might switch those. Yeah, I think I will.
HP is equal to your strength stat. So unfortunately, I'm going to have very low HP.
Let's see.
Also, glancing through this one shot is very poorly written, so please bear with me as I improvise and fix things up with this.
Oh no!
I'm taking another look through this, and it is very poorly written.
I mean, you could take the typos as if they were real
It's
And now we
sadly,
all drive Kraz.
it sadly isn't even just typos. It's not even like formatted as like a functional one shot. It's just sort of like, okay, yeah, I would read off half of this paragraph, but then there's nothing to stop me from continuing that paragraph, which would give spoilers of it.
Oh, okay.
Hardly anything in fucking strength, like at all. There's like barely anything. All right, I think I'm pretty good.
Yeah, I just gotta go find the item stuff again.
Page
Yeah,
30.
I wrote mine down.
31.
Mm-hmm.
QB, are you all set, or do you still have some stuff that you need to go through?
I feel like I'm all set. I have everything rolled out. I have the skills that I want to be more proficient in. Got my equipment. On my trusty handy dandy beam pistol. Pew!
Perfect.
Yeah,
Mm.
too. It's so nice, and I also have a stabby stab.
Nice.
I made sure that I had like a pocket knife on me too, so if I have to, it's basically like my scalpel, I guess you could say. It's my on-the-go poor man's scalpel.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I have a Bowie knife. Yeah, I use it for surgery. Yeah, it's very precise.
It is. I have the finesse skills to do so.
Don't mind me walking around with the entirety of the tools options and other stuff.
Mm.
And
Like I
weapons
have
are
something for
where?
communication
19.
just in case, but
So weapons are 19, but equipment's in like 30 something.
Yeah. Ooh.
yeah.
Hey, sorry,
Yeah.
Pookie, I'm gonna refund that roll since I don't have that screen up right now, hun.
We don't have Dorito sweater this time.
No,
But
no,
that's
we
okay.
don't.
That's okay. I was really debating if I was okay of joining or not. Because if it was gonna be like somewhat scary, I mean sure. But if it was gonna be like super scary, I was just like, I don't know if my heart would handle it. You know?
I don't know how spooky it's really gonna be. Like, I've taken a brief read through all of it, but it's one of those where, like, it kind of depends on how everyone goes along with it, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I just have to watch it because of like my anxiety and
I know.
my heart. But like, definitely, if it becomes too much, I'll be like, and now your medical officer just kind of like keels over or runs for the hills, never to be seen again.
Oh, no.
That's fine. There's plenty of ways that I can off your character in this, and you know what? Your character curling up and having an anxiety attack would be perfectly fitting too. With
Yeah,
this
it
system.
really would. To be
Yeah.
honest.
I'm gonna switch us over to the game scene then, just in case here. Hun, if you are in a position, do you want to bring in Pancake?
I can, in fact, cake the pan.
Cake the pan. Pan the cake. I think I gave you the music file, or the music one for it, right?
Yep, Dex and agility, a
Perfect.
Bowie knife can be a very good scalpel.
Ooh.
Yes, it could be.
Alright. Turtle, I'll leave you and Natsu to finish getting whatever equipment that you guys still need to as you,
Yeah, pretty much good. I have all of it written down. I have it in front of me.
Perfect.
So, I have so many sticky notes, so I have all of my stuff wherever I need it to be.
Perfect. I'm gonna get started then here. Our lovely crew on this wonderful spaceship, deep space salvage vessel Dan Tanner, 100-meter long starship. Rather old and dilapidated though, so you know, Natsu needs to be doing a better job at keeping it clean.
It wasn't my baby ship. I was forced here because my normal crew just wasn't hired.
Our crew members here, we have our security officer Hephaestus, played by QB. Our engineer, Evelina, who's being played by Natsu, and our medical officer, Ari, who's being played by Turtle. You guys, SAM-7, the ship's AI, calls you all onto the main bridge. It activates on a screen, it activates a screen on one of the computer stations. I've just taken a commission contract to head out to the Deep Space Research Station and find out why they're having communication blackout. Contract broker Vincent on Pluto Station sent me this message. I shall play it for you. An image flickers to life. The static covered screen appears and you can barely see the mustache and thick glasses of Vincent, contract broker back in the Sol system. Hi. Hi, it's Vincent. Hope you're well. Look, we've got a weird one here, and you're the only ship in the vicinity that can get there in a decent amount of time. There's a research station called Greylight in the Eta Buddhist sector, drifting in the middle of nowhere, doing all kinds of secret work for the Commission. Yes, I know you said no more government jobs, but the Commission wants results sooner rather than later, and you're only about 13 days out from the Greylight. The nearest cruiser there is it's about 18 days, so we're asking the Dan Tanner for help. Between you and me, I reckon they're desperate because they've offered twice the going rate already. So if you want to haggle the price, then it'll probably be in your favor. Plus, they'll cover bonuses and expenses. They are also quite eager to have a salvage ship go instead of their own vessels. They've obviously got an idea of what's going on. Typically, and in time-honored commission fashion, they've neglected to give us all full detail of the mission. All they're saying is that they need the station investigated, possibly salvaged, with all pods present, and no questions asked. They've given me a transcription of their last communication with the Greylight, and they seem honestly confused by the situation. Here, I'll read it out for you. Some static ensues for a minute. Greylight Station, this is Commission Control. Please respond. Greylight Station, we have not had any reports from you for 3 days. Please advise of your situation. Over. More static. Greylight Station, do you require assistance? Over. This is Greylight. We do not require assistance. Who is this? Please identify. Over. We do not require any assistance, and there will be no further communication. Greylight Station, please verify last statement. Why do you not wish to communicate? Over. We do not choose to communicate. Over and out. Greylight Station, please advise. Advise us of your situation. Do you require assistance? Over. Greylight Station, please respond. Greylight Station, do you require assistance? Over. Greylight Station, please advise. Over. And that's pretty much it. Not much to go on. I agree, but the Commission seems to think it's pretty important that their multi-million credit installation has decided it doesn't want to chat anymore. Now, you know the Commission contracts work. No questions asked, and they'll not give information unless they feel they need to, or you need to know. So the brief is this. Jump to Greylight, investigate why they decided they didn't want to talk anymore, report back. That's it. All they'll tell me is that the station is a low-importance artificial intelligence research project going on. They wouldn't tell me why it's been sent out to the back end of nowhere to do its job, if it's low importance. You know what that tells me? It tells me there might be plenty of expensive going on, or might be something expensive going on out there, which might mean prize salvage too. Get back to me. We have a look at the credit ticket they're offering. Honestly, you can't say no, can you? 100,000 plus expenses and bonuses worth of credits. You could buy another ship for that. I mean, speak soon though. And Karen sends her love. And the transmission with Vincent.
Vincent, yeah.
Closes. Mm-hmm. SAM-7, the AI, pipes in. I've accepted the contract on your behalf. What you saw in the message is all I know, but I'm expecting trouble. If the Commission is desperate enough to answer, desperate enough for answers, then they will send a private contractor to check on one of their stations, and I'm assuming there's major problems. We're going to make the jump in about an hour. And you guys are left to your devices for a minute. Go ahead.
Wait, AI.
Yes.
You know this is going to be dangerous, and you already accepted it without asking us.
100,000 credits is quite enticing, even for someone with, well, no real sense of will.
Damn robots.
Listen here, you bundle of liars. I think you should have talked to us before you decided to just say yes to this.
It's our lives going on the line.
A little
it should have been
ticket.
brought to us first.
A little ticket from one of the computers prints out, and it's just the numbers 100,000.
This is why I don't trust you. Never trusted AI.
Those sentiments shall be acknowledged. Thank you.
Hey, if we make it back from this in one piece, I'm uploading you into a vending machine. Since you clearly know what money is worth.
If you upload it into a vending machine, we're never getting the chips out of there. Or the soda,
worry.
depending on which one you give it to.
Don't worry, it's not going to be one of our vending machines.
Oh, okay. Ha.
Chips vending machines. You're just gonna like hop on board and upload fucking Sam 7 to one of their vending machines.
I just love the idea of an AI running a vending machine now, and it's just being like, no, fat ass, you don't need those chips right now.
My sensors indicate that those would be a bad choice.
Oh god. I hate that. I'd hate that so much. Alright, is there anything you guys want to do in preparation before the ship makes the jump?
Message said, Karen sends a lot. Who's Karen?
I honestly don't know that. It is just some odd they legitimately, I don't see anything in here about Karen through the rest of the adventure, and that is the only mention of her. I do not know why they even add that line in.
What?
Is Karen's sense of love like the May the Force be with you?
Yes. and may the Force be with you. And Karen sends her love.
It's like you have been
Karen
volunteered
sends her
as tribute.
regards.
That's more of what it is. You've been volunteered as tribute. It's Karen sends her love.
I like that.
Jeez.
It's just the send off now going forward. It's just and Karen sends her love. Fuck you and your mom. And Karen sends her love, and then phone hangs up.
Oh my god. Oh jeez.
Karen spoke to the manager, leaving you no choice but to comply. Like that. Okay.
I got everything I need on me.
Perfect.
I mean, if we gotta make a 13-day jump, I might as well make sure that this little crap boat gets us there. The engine starts smoking. It wasn't me. But I'm trying to stop it.
Make a technician check.
And what would that be? Just
It would be a D20, and you'd be rolling under your technician skill.
would it be under my score, or would it be my intelligence plus my score?
Plus your score.
So it would be rolling under 17 because it's 16 plus 1.
Yes.
Oh, cool. I rolled a 6.
Perfect.
Nice.
All right. Turtle, anything that you wanted to do with the hour, or?
Just get in preparation, make sure I have everything together.
Perfect.
Nothing in particular.
All right. All right. Sam 7 starts the
Okay, I wanted to do a quick.
Go ahead.
Make sure I'm mathing this out right.
Mm-hmm.
Club. GM wishes they could add +1 to the damage value for every 5 kilograms the object weighs.
Okay.
Does that mean a wrench that weighs about 70 pounds would be a +7?
I mean,
Or +6?
technically, yes. If you want to make a wrench 70 kilograms.
Well, no, 70 pounds is
70 pounds.
31 kilograms.
Okay.
Which
yeah, would be +6.
all right. I'm literally looking for
You want a wrench or
engine tools? Yeah, well, I'm an engineer. Why wouldn't I have my trusty wrench?
Do you plan on using a firearm or no?
I don't have the firearms. Oh no, I have the hand weapon skill. I just
Have you spent all your money on a club yet or no?
I didn't see the money value for the.
Yeah, that's kind of what we need to discuss is the only thing.
Mm.
Cause like I have plenty of money for a beam pistol and then some. Like I have 625 outside of like food.
Let me. It's 625.
Mm-hmm.
That's putting the damage value close to an energy bolt rifle.
I mean, I always say it's a slightly less heavy range.
How heavy would you like your wrench?
That's a good blocking option. I mean, I'm already gonna have a +5 damage for the beam pistol.
Okay, so you have a beam pistol already then. Okay, in that case, I'm just gonna go with the standard wrench option for it then. And do 100 credits. Or no, 150 credits. No, 100, because I did a knife at 150. Okay. There is no complaints, and we are going further along. I'm gonna try and understand what the hell this next section actually wants me to tell you. After a brief stint in hyperspace in pulling out of it, you see a small, well, no, it won't be. God, it doesn't give me any fucking descriptors. You see in the distance a space station, very similar in because I want to just use that. What's the ISP?
All right, sorry, I got a phone call in the middle of it. What all have I missed?
Nothing.
Nothing. Absolutely.
Except trying to figure out how to.
Absolutely nothing.
Got it.
We went through
Karen
space
still sends
and
her love, but got it.
Karen sends her love.
Karen says love.
Yeah,
Oddly enough, my mother's name is Karen, so I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah,
Does she send her love?
I don't know if I should accept her love at this point.
Hey,
The cost
fair.
of wrench turtle. What am I being asked? Excuse me?
No, you're
I
not
looked
being
over
asked
chat,
anything.
and I was just like, what's the cost
No,
of
that's
a
what you-
wrench?
No, that's what
Like,
you
the
missed.
Aoki was like,
That's
what?
what you missed.
I was like, what? Oh, the cost of a wrench. That's what I missed. Got it. Sorry. Had to catch up. All over the place. It's fine.
That's fine. I was reading through things and trying to figure out like what the hell they actually want, and well, they don't give me descriptors, so congrats. We're gonna have the International Space Station as a PNG as the space station.
Look at
Oh,
those
goodness.
crispy edges.
Nice.
Oh yeah, they're so fucking crispy.
Yes, crispy edges.
That right there. Oh, it's gonna be beautiful.
This is on brand. I love
Oh
it.
god, and there's this weird fucking whiteboard, like,
Yep.
you do it? Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh, even better. Alright, perfect. Production value increased.
Ooh.
Anyways, where'd my thing go? I'm approaching the space station jumping out of hyperspace. You are met with the, Dan Tanner going through its automated systems to dock via tube to the side of the space station. To which the doors have still kept their lock on, waiting for manual override essential.
Oh.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to read this out loud for you so you can understand what I'm trying to work with here. Describe how there is no automated docking system and that everything is done manually. The Dan Tanner docks by tube and not in a hangar, and so the PCs can make their way in. Captain Hideo directs the team from their command chair, or from his command chair in the ship.
That's it.
It gives me a very brief thing about, like, what the storage container you guys are going to go into, and then a big thing that says there are no rules implications here. The GM may want to have PCs do a few test rolls. That's it.
What?
I'm really having so yeah, anyways, you guys feel a little bit of a jolt as the ship docks, but other than that,
I'm sorry. I looked up and it popped up, and then like I didn't see all of the message, but at the end it just says Karen sends her love.
You know what?
So I was a little quiet on what I was gonna be doing because I was writing that out.
No, you're perfectly fine, hon.
This is good. We're keeping a log.
I want to say this. I want to bring this throughout all of 2022.
Can we do
Karen
that?
sends her love.
This is the next thing. It's just a sign off after everything. It's just Karen sends her love.
Yes.
I love this. I don't know. Actually, I don't know how I feel about this, but it's funny.
I think it's fantastic.
Oh man.
I love the log. That's so good.
Here the players will be able to access the station. There are no other access points as it appears the internal airlocks have been welded shut. PCs have not want to try anything to get in. They will be overruled by Sam 7 Hideo. This is a multi-million credit station. Okay.
Wait, so all
let me figure this
entrances are
out.
welded?
So we are currently docked.
Not in the hangar, but a side area.
Hold on.
See, I hear like tube connection, and I'm immediately thinking like Cowboy Bebop's little like
Yes.
tube thing. That I understand. That's fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other ship,
Hold on. We're gonna.
all doors are locked and welded, or just not
Locked and has to be manually opened. Is my
trying to
question.
figure
That's
that
what
one
I'm
out.
thinking.
Like,
We're gonna increase production value ever so slightly here. Hold on. I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
I can save this image, please.
increase the production.
Save image as.
More production.
Perfect.
Increase the
Gonna-
cost of production.
Look at that. I'm not cropping this out or anything. There you go.
Nice.
Perfect.
Love it.
Beautiful.
There you guys are.
I love it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait, put the station above
Yep,
us.
did it.
Yeah.
Hey.
Perfect.
Okay, so yeah, you guys are docked via tube port to this spaceship.
Not to be a tube, it's just such a statement.
It appears that the doors are welded, which doesn't make any sense.
I'm trying to figure out how they appear welded, but from the outside.
Yeah. Hold it.
Yes.
Can we tell that it's from the inside
Hey,
or
are
from
you
the
reading
outside?
this? Can you confirm visual that these are welded from outside and not inside?
I'm gonna add an extra layer here and something that I probably wish I had done sooner. But you guys have all seen Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, right?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna put this
been a while.
photo up then.
Oh, are you doing what I think you're doing?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
you're doing what I think you're doing. In response to what I think you're doing. Oh no.
Only because I just want to make this a little bit more funky and
gosh.
entertaining. And waddling up out of out of the lower depths of the ship is this small, heavy-set robot with an apathetic voice that just says, "It appears welded."
AI, I did not ask for you to come with us on this trip.
You wanted me to look at the door. I can't look at it with not being there.
We have comlinks, you fucking tin can.
I'll go back to being useless then, and it walks off.
Here, we can't keep it. Wow.
I'm sorry, but I am not gonna get reamed out because
Walks
some
off with head down, yeah.
stupid fucking walking monster can decided that it wanted to come with us. Listen, it's grounded. It picked this job for us. It can't come with us. If something happens, we could have it explain. Yeah, I fucked up and I killed them because I picked this.
Or we have a shield.
Yeah, exactly. It's a
Nah.
walking, talking.
Garbage can.
Yeah. But it can think and tell us things.
I don't know about thinking, but
It can
Yeah.
try.
It
Walks
can
back in.
say-
You called. You called.
hey, little buddy, how do you feel about standing in front of us throughout the entire adventure?
Oh joy! Finally, a reason to be able to leave this mortal realm. And it starts walking towards the welded ship doors.
See?
Imagine that Sam actually took this fucking. Was it Sam 7 is basically our AI, if I
Yes.
remember correctly? So Sam just basically has a death wish. Besides, it wasn't the monetary value of the 100,000 credits plus everything else. It was just like nobody else wants to take this job, and they're going to give us a whole bunch of hush hush money. This is like my opportunity to finally get out of this realm and out of this fucking computer. I can die happily.
I like this canon.
joy.
Oh god.
Love it.
I hate feeling like as funny as this is, it's still gonna be like the AI. Do you not realize that your uplink is still in the ship, and this is just a hollow metal hull that you
Leave
are
that body. You're
temporarily
just gonna go
occupied?
right back to the ship.
So I could never die. A tragedy, truly.
It has to live long enough to become the next vending machine, okay?
Oh my god.
Oh god. Oh god. Okay.
Sorry, we keep getting sidetracked.
It's
We
okay.
only have so many, you have such little description, you have to add so much of your own, and it takes funny turns. I greatly appreciate this.
Oh, 100%.
I'm gonna make tea after this. I'm gonna destroy my throat from laughing so much.
Oh,
Ugh.
okay. With Sam 7 now just trying to open the doors, turns around and is just like, any of you guys have a smart idea?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up and just kind of flip down my welding visor and say, "Yeah, you're gonna move and look away. This is gonna be bright."
Kind of waddles a couple of steps back. There's got to be a welding check, right?
I mean, I have welding tools. Do I need to make a technician check to unweld a door?
Would that
I
be a
imagine that being
technician check?
technician. That makes sense to me.
Yeah, I
Right.
think it kind of makes sense to me. It would be a tech check, wouldn't it?
Thinking it's gonna be a tech check. Yeah, let's make a tech check.
I got an 11.
11, perfect. As soon as I get back to this non-descriptive thing, popping open the storage, the main area, well kept and in relatively good condition, except for a little bit of dust. There doesn't appear to be any problems. The power on the station is low enough for artificial gravity and life support. but looking around, you can see that the computers and workstations look like they are blacked out, and the lights are slightly flickering.
All right. Did you say that there was dust?
There is dust. Yes.
Does it cover the floors in any ways, or is it just kind of floating in the air?
It covers, well, being as artificial gravity is working, it would be covering the dust and any other surfaces.
All right. Can we see any disturbances so far to see if there was like any scuffle between when we arrived and after everything was settled?
Well,
or if
hang
there
on.
were
First
anything
off,
like that? From where we're standing, anyways.
because I was writing down one thing real quick. Can you re-describe the scene?
It is a relatively well-kept storage area, various little storage containers, etc. The power in the ship seems low, as it's just got life support and the artificial gravity turned on, and the lights are like flickering in and out, and all the computers seem like they are blacked out. Turtle.
All right.
I do have a perception. Make a perception check, which is intelligence based. Turtle.
Okay. I'm just rolling d20.
Yep, you're rolling a d20 and hoping to roll under your intelligence score, unless you have additional stuff put into perception.
And what are you looking for, Turtle?
Checking if there's any disturbances in the dust before it's settled.
Well, what I'm going to do is, I'm also going to have, like, probably a flashlight that I would normally have on me. I'm going to shine it forward. Does it look like there's dust particles moving, or is there, like, no air, like, extra air flow in here? Because dust on the spaceship is probably not a good sign.
Yeah.
I'll have you make a perception check as well, hun.
So my intelligence is 15, and I rolled a 14.
Perfect.
Nice.
So my intelligence is 16, and I rolled a 16.
You just are able to make out yourself that there is a small bit of airflow going through a couple of the vents in the ceiling. Turtle, you're able to see that there wasn't any disturbances, as there is dust even on the door, kind of to the far end of this pod, if you would. Yeah.
Hey, Sammy, are you able to connect with this ship's computer systems?
Well, I can certainly try, and starts waddling into the ship to try and get onto one of its computers.
Wirelessly, you jackass! As he starts waddling toward it before you even enter the room, I'm gonna pull him back. God, come on!
I would love to do it wirelessly. However, this flesh prison is not built for it. And he kind of holds his arms up, looks down.
You don't even have flesh.
That makes it even worse.
Sam, set a note for us to upgrade your vocabulary knowledge banks when we talk again.
I'll put it right next to the fire. And a little sticky note prints out of his chest, and he just sticks it on the wall.
Professors, do you have any alcohol in this ship? Because I swear to God, this robot makes me want to drink, and I'm all out.
How do you think I was able to survive it?
Fuck. Okay, fine, fair.
Does anyone else would like to do anything here, or?
Yeah. How many
systems remotely? So...
QB, go ahead.
Yeah, QB, go.
How many exits does it seem out of this pod?
There's just one on the far end of the room.
All right, I want to take my flashlight and we're trying to avoid going into this room.
Well, I'm being hesitant on it because any
All right,
engineer worth their dust knows dust inside is not good.
All right, I'm gonna walk forward then. Pull out my flashlight, scan around the room a bit on my way to that exit of the pod.
Scanning around. Make another perception. You make a perception check as well. Everyone else has.
Yeah. So my perception is a 12 and I got a 10.
For an intelligence?
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, unfortunately, what you've seen is what you see at this time still. So, a couple of storage containers, the blacked out computers, and because I feel like spicing this up ever so slightly, Turtle and Natsu, you guys are Ari and Evelina, you two managed to watch as one of the lights that's been flickering a bit more frequently makes a pop noise, and I'm gonna have you, Hephaestus, make an agility dodge.
Ooh.
And the hot sparks start to rain down towards you.
Hey, I would have some good news if we were on a normal D20 system, but I got bad news here.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I rolled a 20.
Oh no!
No.
I'll have you take 2 points of damage as the hot sparks start to singe through the. What clothing would you be wearing, and what skin would be exposed?
Well, I have basically padded everything except for my head.
Perfect. Well, I hope you like some burnt hairs then.
Yeah, it stings. Smells. Mostly the smell. Ugh. Definitely gonna no-sell it, though.
You get used to that smell real quick in your first years of working on engines.
As Evelyn bald just exits.
Oh no, she might have fucked up looking hair, but she still has a generally well kept ish. You know, engine grease makes for a really nice hair gel.
Okay, getting to that exit though, it again also seems to be welded shut. And parts of the like submarine style turn doors, best way I can describe it, seems to kind of be broken up a little bit.
Faust, we're gonna need you over here.
Well, as long as the rest of these damn lights don't go out, I'll slowly walk in while still sweeping the flashlight, just in case there's anything we might miss behind, like, the blind door corner.
Nothing else is in this room. At all.
Good news.
Wait, did we even knock?
Crap.
No, they probably heard us like break down the door. I mean, if she unwelded the door,
Oh.
I mean, it's probably gonna crash down.
I
You
would-
know?
Oh,
Well,
that's so mean of us.
I wouldn't say it would necessarily crash down. It's probably a like mildly technical like sliding door. They just welded it shut so that it can't open on its own. So if anything, they might have heard like a going through it and then just like the as it opens up again or something. I don't know. I'm rolling with my own mental assumptions here because the system clearly doesn't describe it for us.
No,
Yeah.
this one shot is not giving you much to work with here, so I am trying.
Well,
I appreciate your trying.
y'all, we've been rude this entire time. We gotta let them know that we're here. We're guests. I'm gonna knock on the second door.
Listen,
Just
I'm
a loud
personality
bang.
7. I don't knock.
Let me double check what's in this next room. With that knock, I want you to make a one more perception check there, just to see if you hear something.
Okay. Whoo! I am on a hot roll if this was D&D. 19.
19, so that's another thing. Natsu, were you by the door as well, or no?
I was kind of like doing a slower walk through just to make
Okay.
sure that nothing was like
Yeah, and I'm playing caboose pretty
behind the wall
much.
here. But I mean, I'll eventually get there.
You'll hear a couple of hisses from some of the life support systems in the next room, and from like some of the other systems that might be in there. But other than that, you do not hear anything.
All right, time to break another door open, I guess. Maybe.
So, Turtle, you were following as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what does this door look like again?
So they don't give any good descriptors. However, I'm kind of assuming that all the doors look like your standard, like, submarine twist handle doors, if that makes sense. With, that they're just welded shut.
So like a standard bulkhead, or
Yes.
a sci-fi bulkhead equivalent.
Yes.
And was it
Technician.
Was it damaged, or was it just straight up welded?
It looks like parts of the door were broken. Like, parts of the mechanism that would help open the door are, like, broken and kind of sliced up, but otherwise is also welded.
That is a 7 under 17.
Perfect. You are able to unweld the door, and, it's one of those, once you unweld, depending how far you go with it, it feels like it's starting to, like, fall off of, like, the frame that it's set in. Okay.
So the door, as I'm welding through, is starting to just...
Yeah,
fall
so
off
it's
of
not being
hinges.
held by hinges, basically, or in place by anything, so it's, like, starting to fall out of the frame as you unweld more of it.
There's probably no easy way to do this without making noise. Alright, I hope you two brought it protection. This shit gonna be loud. I'm gonna just keep going through and wait for it to fucking fall.
Alright.
Unless I see
I'm
something.
gonna cover my ears.
Unless I like see something beyond the doorway while in between like my welding spots.
Make a perception check.
It's a 12.
That within your...
Under
Yeah, it is.
16.
Okay.
But yeah, as long as I don't see anything really, as long as I don't see something living coming up to the fucking door and being all like, then I think we're gonna just keep welding this bitch, or unwelding this bitch.
Should we, like, Sam take a look at the computer stuff?
Oh yeah, if it'll turn on, sure.
Yeah, so, like, if it turns on, that maybe it could do tech things and take a look at what might have been going on for more information for this mission that they accepted for us. And, like, what was going on. Like, maybe find their logs or anything like that.
As I'm like welding through and like I hear this, I kind of pop up. I mean, if the fucking garbage can wants to hang out with us, yeah, if he could turn it on, I guess he could make himself useful.
Well, fine. And it starts to waddle in and goes over to one of the computers where it, like, mockingly, haphazardly just starts mashing on the keyboard and then plugs, like, a little thing into one of the computer ports.
Yeah, I swear to God, I will turn you into a garbage disposal, please.
After a brief moment, it pulls out of that port and is like, it's turned off. Oh, bother. At least it knows the end.
Well, it's screens were kind of flickering when we came in, right? It was just turned off.
The no, the computers
The
were
lights
blacked
were
out.
flickering.
The lights
Lights
were
were
flickering.
flickering.
The consoles
Okay.
were completely dead.
Is there a power source around where the computers are? Because Sam's saying it's turned off. Is there just like no power? Like I basically can ask Sam, like, are you saying that there's no power going through it, or that it's just like
At this point, I'm gonna like kind of pop up like almost like a rude interruption of the ship's on emergency power only, at least in this sector. I don't know if that means there's a full grid outage or what, but we're gonna have the basics, and that's might not even be it.
Where did all the staff go? Because there's no like footprints or anything. It doesn't look like there was a scuffle or whatnot, and everything's welded from the outside, it seems. So, where the fuck did the crew go?
Well, I have one of two assumptions.
I like where these assumptions might go, but go on.
Well, the first assumption is they somehow managed to get out of this little shithole.
So would something got onto the station and they left but kept it here?
Well,
Are
it's
all
either
the
that or
spots
you get
here?
the worst of my two assumptions. I mean, you understand what dust is, correct?
Yeah, it's funny things in the sky.
God, I'm getting fucking like sunshine vibes from this one right here. And if you know what movie Sunshine is, then you know what I'm about to say with my assumption. Either the crew is off the ship, or, and I'm gonna like look at all of our feet and go, or we're standing in them.
But is it over everything, or is it just over the floor? Do they like
It
go
is
up in a
covering
poof?
everything.
Okay, so it goes up like poof. If they end up exploding, and now we're just standing in their dust.
I don't even think it's necessarily I mean, it could be exploded. It could be based on like weird time links. I don't know what's going on here. All I know is a lot of dust in a spaceship is generally bad.
Yeah.
Fun. I'd say you're about halfway through the door at this point.
Oh, that's fine. For everybody else to know what I'm dealing with here, every other like statement between me stopping, I'm like taking a flashlight and like swirling it around in the room beyond.
I mean, I could do that for you.
Very half paranoid, very more like my curiosity is very much getting the better of me here. Because I don't feel like Ather stayed in this like in DM again. Did I only see that thing the one time, or?
Yes.
Thing? I'm sorry, I missed what thing was, or
Oh,
is it just only primitive to you?
It's a thing that only I have seen so far.
Okay.
And I'm not saying too much about it yet for reasons, but.
Oh no, fair enough. I was just like, wait, what?
I like filling in the space of air so it's not like super quiet and like, wait, what the hell's happening here? Could you describe the next room to me, or at least what I could like see between flashlight and
so the light is low, the engineering section is noisy and cramped, and the shadows are deep. Damn, is that really all they give that I can describe without you going into the room? That is all I can describe that they generally give. It is the engineering and power core of the ship. You can see that there's probably many pipes on the walls for being able to run power and any other technologies. It seems to be like where the heart of the ship is.
feels like a weird placement. Normally this is a little bit more secured. Looking around, does it look like it, to an engineer like me, does it look like it's standard layout, or does it look like there has been fuckery about? Like, random pipes just added because haha pipes. Does it look like it's using a normal system or something more abnormal? Does it even tell you?
Give me a... Yeah, give me another technician check.
I rolled a 4.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it seems like it's relatively standard for most of the systems. In parts of it, you can see that there appears like there may have been damage to some of the systems, such as like cut wires, pipes that may have been might be broken, with random bits of impalements that do a good job to blend into the unassuming eye. But as someone who's worked in a ship, you can see that they are very clearly not supposed to be there.
So this was sabotaged, if not outright just wanton havoc.
Pretty much, yeah.
Actually, wait, you said it looked relatively hidden to a normal person.
Yes. So, like, if you were to be a normal human being who had no ideas...
That's all I need. As a engineer, that is all I need. Because I would know what looks like someone was trying to hide something.
Mhm.
That's sabotage.
I don't know if I want to describe this one out loud or not.
I was going to, actually. Like, I don't know why, but the exact line that came into my brain was swinging my head over toward Hephaestus and saying, "Hey, Beefcake, beam pistol at the ready. Something's on the other side. Something is trying... I think something sabotaged this."
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna change up how they have this described here, and I'll just describe it verbally. One of the main things that is different that you can see is one of the I want to call it like engines, essentially, has a human body sticking out of it, as if it was used as a weapon against said person.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wait. So the engine was thrown at a person, or a person?
The person was
at
thrown
the
into an engine.
It was
I
the
think
next
I know
fuel
what
source,
happened.
pretty much, I guess, at this point.
Oh, fuck. I'm assuming at this point I'm probably close to finishing this.
You'd be about
Door
3/4 of
unlocked.
the way by now. If you wanted to change plans, anything?
Yeah. Hey, AI robot buddy. What was the full directive? The full thing we were supposed to do?
Yeah, I believe they said, like, find what's going on here and, like, report back.
Okay, so
Drugs.
we could see that they tried killing each other. That's why they don't want to talk to the government. Case closed.
Could we get our 100,000 credits and everything else and just get the fuck off of here? Do we have to fucking scrap this place too? Because I thought that was also on the agenda, maybe. But we have to report back to them first before getting our next initiative step, I guess.
Hmm.
I guess we could get like photographic evidence and upload
Yeah, I
it.
mean, like,
Tell
what-
them like, hey.
Yeah, how detailed of a report do they need? Like, do they... Are we going like war journalist here? Do we need photos of the... Listen here, robot, there's a human body. I think it's human body.
Probably.
On an engine.
I'm trying to describe how I want my next part here, because you are absolutely correct. There is no valid reason you couldn't at this point just be like, nope, fuck this, and get out.
We
Pretty
got the
much.
information we need.
And if we have to scrap it, we just, like, short circuit the bitch and explode it, I guess. Like, explosions. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
There's
scrap
nothing
it
why
from
do
the
you think-
outside.
Turtle, why do you think I'm worried that our second room is the engine room? That is an incredibly volatile and should be under
Yeah.
tighter security kind of location.
Yeah.
We could fucking yeet a bomb in here, disrupt some fucking fusion cells. I don't know, man. It was space dust when we got there.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was dust, but now it's more space dust,
I
That's
swear,
fine.
The space station wasn't in that many pieces when we got here.
We lost count after 53, okay? Karen sends her love. Leave me the fuck alone.
Karen Sensor.
Sam 7 kind of pipes up and it's just like, I could try, but I don't know that the commission would be happy with that, and starts to waddle off back towards the ship.
As I mutter, like,
Do this
loud
shit.
enough. I'm gonna mutter loud enough for him to hear. Yeah, the commission can suck my ass.
I'll be sure to pass the message along. And has now disappeared back into your guys' own ship.
I swear to God, Sam, we're getting a wrench.
So we just go back in our ship, re-weld it shut, and wait for orders. What's plan here?
Good. But who's to say if anything was
The
on the
lack
ship?
of detailing from the
Yeah.
commission is really not helping us here.
Yeah, we can't even access their logs here. Everything's on like emergency power. The only thing that we could probably get anything like main logs and stuff is from the main interface, which would probably be towards the front of the ship, not the engine of the ship.
Ari,
So-
dear, you forget who you're in the presence of.
True.
Just on the other side of this
Maybe.
wall. I could rewrite this bitch in 20 minutes flat, I bet you.
Sam
Cool.
pokes his head back around
Oh,
from...
God.
I'm sorry.
Sam?
Just that, oh god, that was too beautiful. Pokes his head in. It's like, apparently they want to know what happened to someone named Edward. I don't know who Edward is. They wouldn't tell me more, but they want to know what happened to Edward. So...
Edward's first name?
Just
Edward's
his name is
dead.
Edward.
Edward's an engine part now. I don't know what the fuck they want.
At this point, we could say well, they're not going to give us any information. We don't have any like visual confirmation, and we can't really tell if the person that's part of the engine is Edward or where the fuck that person went.
Oh.
We have no visual descriptors. We have no ranking of what he does for a job. Who the fuck is Edward?
I'd love to know.
Look,
I'd love to
you're
know.
biology
Yeah.
and
So
human
would
anatomy, but I
I.
will take apart a robot. I want answers.
God, don't.
It's a part.
I don't know. They said that maybe he'd be in like the laboratories or something. I don't know.
Oh, so he's a scientist or is he a doctor? What's his job at least? Did we get at least that much? If we're not gonna get any like, hey, like this is a visual descriptor of who this dude is?
Yeah, the commission is fucking.
Yeah, where's my
weird.
details, commission? You can't just like throw
Like-
us in here or not throw us a bone. Like, come on.
I think the commission wants us dead.
I'm not a fan of the commission right now. They're not giving us jack diddly squat.
You ever have been?
I
No.
To be honest, no.
Yeah.
How would you guys like to proceed?
Well, assuming that we're gonna have to go past this door, I'm gonna preemptively pull out my gun
Okay.
and just hold it to my side.
I mean, I did kind of say there is something on the other side here, and shit's getting funky.
Yeah,
Full
exactly.
drawn as well. Basically, down at my side just to make sure.
Sam sees you guys getting ready for combat. Is just like, I'm gonna go try and talk with them more. You guys. do
Oh
your
no,
thing.
no, no, Sam! Come on, you're gonna
No,
set
you
in
can
front of
join
us.
us.
Oh,
Don't go fucking anywhere. We haven't gotten any more. Get your ass back here.
We are going to do this as a crew together.
You're
or not at
fucking
all.
crew. You initiated this fucking contract. You're doing this with us, Sam.
This
I'm
is
like,
your
"Get
problem.
your ass back.
Okay. Okay. All right. He waddles over to you guys. Tell me where you want me. Just sort of stands there lazily. You just gonna pop the door full open then, hun?
I mean, at this point, I'm pretty sure my welding's pretty much almost done. So,
Oh god, I forgot that Bunny's name is Sam. Oh god, we're yelling at Bunny. Oh god.
I at you.
Wait,
Oh my
you
God,
want to know what?
Kenna.
I want chat's input on this, and chat can play the part of our lovely AI, and
Please.
maybe help me build
Oh.
more of the story, please.
This would be great. Sorry if we yell at you.
I'm not sorry. He's deserved it at this point.
Okay. The door clanks and falls to the floor. Inside, you see that it is the engineering and power center of the room. A bunch of different machines still working to some extent, some partially broken. And the corpse of a person hanging out of a port that probably should not have humans hanging out of it, of one of the machines. It is wearing a lab
First
coat.
step. Well, I'd say first step outside of body descriptors is
Okay.
I figured a door dropping is gonna, make a lot of noise and attract attention.
Yes.
So I'm going to get the welder away and pull out a flashlight and, true to form, like everybody else, pull out my beam pistol and start shining it around, just to make sure that nothing else decided to start skittering.
Everyone trying to peek into the room. Let's make a perception check.
Oh, that's a 9.
Ooh. Got a 5 out of 12.
Heck yeah.
I got 9 as well.
Heck yeah. Peering in and around the room towards the back where the body is, you do see a kind of mechanical little creature pop into the vent. Just very briefly.
I'm gonna shoot at it.
Oh,
Whoa.
go for it.
It's
Yeah.
Among Us. We get the imposters before they can get us.
Turtle, I'm
Fuck 'em
kicking
up.
you from this chat. Fuck you.
God damn it!
I wanted to go one space game without an Among Us reference.
I'm sorry.
Amogus.
It was
Hey.
the crawling into the vent for me, okay? That was it.
He vented.
He vented!
Hey, so is rolling a 2 good?
Yes, rolling a 2 is actually good in this system.
Then perfect,
This
because
is
I
a very
did.
odd system. I don't know how I feel about the
Let's
system.
see.
I like the system because my physical dice rolls are terrible.
Yeah.
So hell yeah.
Creature. For a 2, how much damage does that pistol do? Roll a d5 and add the pistol damage value.
All right.
That's a good
Whoo-wee.
question.
Yeah, so that's gonna be 11.
11.
Yes.
From the little beam pistol, you let out this small beam of ionized gas and light, and it goes and penetrates through the metallic creature as it is going into the vent. And it stops skittering.
This is why I'm security officer around here. I'm
Do it again,
good.
and I'll compliment you on a nice shot. Is there dust on this floor as well, or was it only in the?
Somewhat yes. The dust is slightly more disturbed in this area than what it was in the previous.
Well, yeah, with little fucking creepy skitterbots running around in here.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go to the vent, try and open it and pull out the skittlebot.
You are able to pull out the skitterbot that is stopped moving. And the shot that you placed went pretty much straight through all of the electronics, missing probably one of the more vital details of the fact that there is the head of a human bolted to the outside of the frame of the robot.
Hmm.
Robots and humans become one? I don't like this.
The head's rotten, the eyeballs white, and the hair patchy. Bolt goes through the top of the head so that they face forward, and the nut of the bolt is on the scalp. That's the extent of it, other than describing the robots like spindly little crabs, which are just four-legged little repair drones, basically.
Oh my god. Ugh. Well, while QB is being quick draw McGraw over here, would you like to further describe this poor bastard that is in this engine? Because this poor engine didn't deserve this kind of treatment.
Doesn't care about the human, cares about the engine. It's not much of a body. It's been practically skinned, and the head is missing. There are some scraps of clothing on it. However, in one of the scraps of the pockets is a log stick in it, which is basically like a little recorder.
Logs.
Ooh.
Basically
a voice recorder.
Is it a self-contained device, or do I need to like
Plug
wire
it
it
in.
my own shit?
There's a play button on it.
And there's like no indicator of name or anything?
Currently no.
There's not like a name tag on the floor or on his jacket.
And you know what? At that point, because I would notice that it's a fucking headless goddamn
Hold
person.
on.
Yeah. Of
I'll
course
pull
I'm
up a
gonna
name
just take this out of the
generator.
engine. Man's dead.
I hate when
I can't-
people ask me names.
Listen, if it doesn't have a name, then we don't know what the name is.
Yeah,
There's
no, I
name
know. Let me see here. We have a Gary Farley is on the name tag.
I was fine with Mr. Farley being a fucking nobody. Because, I mean, again, I would be concerned with human life if it's a human with life. This man has no life and no head. Therefore, get
Is
the
it
fuck out of this
On
engine,
the
sir.
robot. If Quick Draw McGraw over there is doing just fine and poking around with the zombie robot thing that he shot,
Yeah.
is there any way to figure out if the head was taken after or before it stopped pumping blood to the big old melon that's on top? You know, that's my question.
Yeah, I think that would be a medicine check.
A medicine check.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with medicine.
Oh,
I do want to point out that I very unceremoniously just like yoinked the shit out of this corpse, and just where it landed is where it landed, as long as it wasn't in any more engine
rolled a
components.
15 and my cap is 17, so I rolled under.
Perfect. Yeah, you can tell that the decapitation was more than likely the initial cause of death.
I don't like that. So I guess that they're trying to fuse life forces with robotics, and it's not going so well. It kind of who was the kid from Toy Story that did like that thing? It reminds me of what
Sid?
is his name? Sid?
You think it's Sid? Yeah.
Is it like
Actually,
one of
no,
his
I think
toys
it is that
reminds
robot.
me of?
That,
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
it is one of those fucking things. It's a
It
fucking
really
doll head on a
is.
little.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
proud.
Oh my god, it
The
is.
culprit is Sid.
Oh my god.
We gotta find a Buzz Lightyear in here or something.
Right, we're gonna find Woody.
No,
in
we're only gonna find
house.
his left arm.
Yeah.
Ah. What was Mrs. Teapot was Buzz in the dress?
I think so.
Don't remember.
There's gonna be a gigantic space crane with just fucking long, slender legs on it. Oh god.
Oh, and there is an exit leading further into the ship at the other end of the.
This is Nesbit.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nesbit, right?
Anyway, sorry. Continue.
You said there was another exit?
Yeah, sorry. So it's basically a long tubular ship where entrance goes straight into an exit at the back side of it.
Is there a door at that exit? And is it closed?
It is. It does not appear to be welded, though.
Okay.
Well, after yanking Mr. I can't even think of a shitty, like, haha, no head pun. Cause there's been some obvious damage to the engine. I would want to, like, try to discern, can I reasonably repair this, or is it, like, fucked outside of new parts?
I'm gonna have you make a technician check, however, with a modifier to it. I'm gonna put you at a negative 3 on that.
Matter.
Okay.
I rolled a 1.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Like the nat 20 in this.
Yeah,
Right?
that is the nat 20 in this case. You can see that removing the body from whatever it was stopping has allowed it to somewhat get moving again, to the point where the lights are flickering significantly less. But otherwise, most of the other damages that you found in the in this pod have would require significant amounts of replacement parts.
All right. So the lights are at least a little bit more stable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to. I'm assuming I could see some kind of air vent or air scrubber or some equivalent of what.
Yep.
I'm gonna go over and feel. Does it feel like it's still normal airflow, or does it still feel like there's other shit going on in there?
Make a perception check.
That is a 15 to my 16.
All right. You are able to notice right before going over to the vent that another one of these little skitter bugs has popped out and is attempting to make an attack at you. And this is one of the few cases where it would actually hit. Oh shit. With a blade, that would be it would be trying to hit you for 3 damage.
What can I do in this case? Where the hell is
You could try to parry. I think there's a dodge as well. Yeah, you could try to parry if you would like. Be using your strength.
Is there a dodge?
Trying to see. I don't know that there is. I'm going to go with a yes to dodging as something that I'll throw in myself. It's going to have the same rules as parry, though, for all things considered. So, meaning if you pass it, that's great. You negate damage. However, it would remove your next attack action in combat. If that makes sense.
So basically, the only way to not take damage is to more or less parry.
Parry and I'll allow a dodge. I like the idea of having 2 options. So.
But they do the same thing?
Yes. It's just which skill you're going against there. Because normally you would make a brawling check.
Well, if parrying is brawling, so you said dodging is agility?
Yes.
Then? Alright, so then I would roll against my own agility skill level, which I rolled a 3 under 13.
Okay. Okay. So that is a... Oh, you rolled a 3. I rolled a 3. So we both have to do... Oh, wait, no. Yes. Okay, so dodging out, you have the ability, since you passed, to strike back as normal. Using.
I think it's...
Yeah, so... You do manage to dodge out... Okay. You manage to dodge out of the way as the little four-legged spider creature pops out of the vent at you. And you're able to recompose yourself. And I'll need people to roll initiative, which is also complicated. So I'll just go off of base D20 rolls.
Okay.
Well, I see here, when combat begins, each player rolls 1d10 and adds it to their agility.
Okay.
Whoever has the highest goes first, and so on and so forth.
Nice to know that that's actually how that works. Thank you for reading that, hun, because I'm having a hard time
I
reading.
literally scrolled up into the combat round to try to figure out
So
how does the combat round
1d10
start.
plus your agility,
Yes.
and whatever it is, then the highest goes first.
Yep.
Okay.
So, like, I roll a d10, which is just a fucking 1, so I'm basically at initiative step 14.
Okay.
I rolled a 2 with my agility. Gets me to a 15 for initiative.
And I rolled a 15 as well.
Okay. So then the two of you, because you tied, would roll off again.
9. Or was it just
21.
21.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so then Turtle, QB. Natsu, you were 15?
I am 14.
14. That's fine. And then the little skitterbot. Turtle. So, combat's a little bit different. I'm kind of thinking maybe running it kind of like... No, it's not really. It doesn't really define what is allowed to be done in a turn.
It does, and it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like, during a combat round, a character is almost bound to move about somewhat, and the character's movement rate reflects this. The movement rate is not recorded because it's quite simple to remember.
Wait, does it actually say that?
Yeah, if it literally says that word for word. If a character decides to
Oof.
walk during combat, then they can do so at a rate of 5 meters per round. Or you could jog at 10 meters per round, but you have a -2 modifier on actions. If you want to run, it's 15, but -4 to actions.
Mm-hmm.
So you could either basically do a 5 meter, 10 for -2, or 15 for -4. I just don't like how it's meters because we're so used to fucking feet.
Yep.
And squares.
Given how people are positioned, QB, you were towards the back of the room getting the spider out of the vent, right?
Yep.
Turtle, you were there with him?
Yeah, I went to go check out if he had been decapitated before or after death. So I went to go take a look at the robot.
I'd say you two are about 10 meters away from the current combat going on. And Natsu is obviously right up in the creature's face as it just attacked. Turtle, what would you like to try to accomplish on your turn?
Well, has Natsu moved at least somewhat away from the creature?
A little bit. Not far.
I dodged its initial
Swipe
jump,
at you?
but I didn't actually move away from it because it's not my turn to move.
Okay.
Yet.
Well, I kind of want to go get an angle on it, and if Quick Draw McGraw over here also needs to get an angle. I don't want to get in his way when he gets a chance to. But I don't want any chance of hitting not like I don't want to hit Ava in any way. So
there is, unfortunately, just due to the cramped quarters, the possibility that you may still shoot her. However, given what you've got the best angle you probably can.
All right. So if anything, if Ava is out of the way far enough, I would like to take a shot with my beam rifle.
Go for it.
What do I have to roll, and what am I?
You are rolling against your
rifle or a
agility score.
pistol?
So agility.
And yeah, I thought you had a pistol, not a rifle.
I do have a pistol. Sorry, it's a handgun. Basically, is what I can say.
The beam pistol.
Yeah. I rolled a 2.
Perfect. That's actually
Yay!
good. Then you're going to roll a d5, which is just a d10 divided by 2, and add 5 to the damage.
I hate this little. This order of combat
Okay,
stays the same every round.
I rolled a 10, so that divides it by 2, so that would be a 5, plus 5 is 10.
Yep.
So, I mean, 10 damage to the little fucker.
Okay. You, similar to Quick Draw McGraw, have managed to completely pierce the little skitterbot that has attacked Natsu, and this one as well, having a little head bolted to it, stops moving.
Because I'm assuming it was probably really, really hard to tell. Was the robot in any way in control of the head, or is it more of a fucking, like, Ooga Booga decoration?
It feels like an Ooga Booga decoration.
Oh, Oogie Boogie kind of style, yes, not Oogie Boogie.
Mm-hmm.
Can I also see, well, besides my handiwork, if this one was also decapitated?
Yes, it is very clearly.
Okay.
I mean, it's only a head, therefore it is the exact description of decapitated.
Well, I mean, there's different blood flow when, like, after you're dead and then your body parts are sliced up, that you would have different clotting because your blood isn't pumping. So you can tell if something has been removed pre or post mortem. That's why I was like wondering if this one was any different than the head that Festus hit earlier.
I know that knowledge extends outside of the game and Turtle. That makes me only a little bit more concerned.
I'm just glad I keep her around. Yeah, no, you could see that this one, again being the cause of death, is just straight decapitation.
And I don't have D, but I'm no thanks.
Anything anyone would be like to do in this room now that?
Can we seal up these vents, or is there any way of sealing up these vents? I don't like how these keep skittering about like that.
You could try welding them up if you'd want it.
I mean,
I take up so much
still
time.
wanted to get my answer of, does it feel like the vents are still blowing normally, or
yes.
weaker?
Now that the spider has been dealt with, yes, they feel like they are normal vents, and that the life support system is still working as normal.
All right, so outside of them like using these as like little haha gotcha moments, air system seems fine. Is there any kind of like control panel for the engine, or is that still out for the count?
It appears like it has been smashed to pieces. And you can see very distinctly like a round shape that would have been used to destroy it, and blood splats around the impact of it.
So me putting it together, I'm looking at something used our headless friend down there, presumably when he still had said head, as a blunt object to smash. Yes? Maybe?
That would be a fair assumption.
Ugh.
Hmm.
Well, if that's the case, then it's gonna take a little bit more than just some hot wiring to get into any kind of log or deeper systems here. At this point, yeah, I think we gotta find this Edward person and maybe the little black box to just get the hell out of here.
Okay.
Did we ever check the recording that's on the guy in the machine?
Yeah, didn't you pull out basically a voice
Oh
recorder?
yeah, I guess I did say I
talking?
was gonna like click the button and then we got distracted with other shit, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Upon pressing the play button, you get a garbled log recording. I can't be the only one. There has to be others. There has to be other survivors. I can't believe. Why is he doing this? We made him immortal, the ungrateful bastard! Immortal, why is he get?
I'm sorry, name's what?
There wasn't a name.
There was no name? Well, apparently somebody's after us.
So what I'm gonna play like the
Ghost.
message 2 or 3 times to re-listen to it, but so this poor bastard clearly got attacked, talking about some ungrateful bastard that they made immortal.
Yeah.
Feel like it's the scientist that we're supposed to be looking for and basically have to find. And this is part of the commission that we have to do.
Either it's the scientists that we're looking for, or we're recovering some fucking bullshit bioweapon, because this fucking commission, that's all they do, even if they say they're not. Fucking lying scumbags.
Stamp 7 going. Don't you leave.
Yeah, but
Where are you going?
You noticed? Yeah, no. Sam seemed to have started to try to make a walk back towards the ship, but as you catching him as yep. Anyways,
Sam, what are you gonna go do?
he's gonna go wallow.
Well, you
Well,
guys
you're
all
in
here
this
with
mess
the rest
with
of
us. You
Son of
accepted
a bitch.
this.
Yeah.
Fine.
Sam, go into the next room.
Okay, and waddles over the door, twists the little thing, and opens it, and just starts walking into the next room. No thoughts, head empty.
It's about to be no thoughts, no head.
Sam, is that the lab over there? What room are you in?
It appears people may have slept here. Well, there's a lot of people sleeping here.
Wait, what?
Wait, huh?
Yeah. Turns back around and looks at you guys, and then just like starts pointing at some of the bodies that are just laying around.
Just no emotion. Just I
Yeah.
imagine them looking at you and then pointing inside the room, saying nothing.
Yep. This is where there appears to be a lot of damage. Doors, rooms, bent open, not rent open. Thanks, guide. Blood on the walls and floors, belongings in cupboards torn open. Parts of bodies are stuffed into corners and piles. Internal organs and offal left splashed across the floor. The smell is almost unbearable. It is here. Nope. That's just talking about what you can do.
So we found the body dump.
Sam, we gotta teach you. There's a difference between sleeping and dead. Don't we have like a vital scanner on this thing?
I don't know, Sam. Do you have one of those built in, or? Are we gonna make the doctor
Sorry, I
do
was
it
I was
on
also
purpose?
trying to read through this next part here.
Oh, that's yeah.
Honey, I'm
You could
sorry.
see towards the back of the room, right behind Sam, is a couple of large exoskeletons as well, like exoskeleton robots that have bits and bobs of humans bolted to them. Human head bolted onto it, bits and strips of flesh covering some of the frames. the arms and legs, and like torsos bolted into where the torso of the robot would be.
Great. So the robots are just we are become human. Is that just what it is? Is that what we're dealing with here? I don't like this. Ugh.
I'm gonna keep my gun trained on those.
Yeah, I
big
don't trust it
exoskeletons.
either.
Good
I'm gonna
idea.
have my gun ready for quick draw
Okay.
if need be.
The loading
Yeah.
exoskeletons are large and dangerous. They make no sound other than the clanking of the arms and legs, and a rotating light on the shoulder acts like a strobe light. They're not... Oh, okay, so these are like large power loader exoskeletons with bits of human stapled to them.
Ah.
And yeah,
Ah.
gotcha. That's what we're looking at. That's what we're looking at. And they're behind Marvin. They seem to not notice you guys yet.
Do we
Wait,
see
so
any other
they're, like-
exit, or that's just that room is just room? and
There
we
is
have to go
another
back?
exit on the other side of the pod.
Fuck.
Are they actively like moving around then?
They seem to be relocating items from one place to the next and then relocating the items back. They're moving boxes back and forth in some pattern that seems to make sense to them.
So we're just watching them do the NPC loop of I take this and I put it here, and then I go, no wait, that goes over here.
Yes.
No wait, that goes over there. No wait, that goes over there. Oh.
I'm gonna look at Ari and be like, dude, you think what I'm thinking?
Sorry, who was this directed at?
Ari.
Oh, Ari.
I mean, if what you're thinking is what I'm thinking, and we have to make it through that, we either shoot or we follow them since they haven't noticed us yet to kind of like follow their path and then sneak through the door. Those are my options.
Wait,
We
following
could shoot at them.
their pattern of transport, are they taking the same path every single time, or
Yes. They are going in like a loop.
is there any obvious like times where they have? I'm trying to ask this the very video gamey question of: is it very obvious that there's a way to consistently sneak behind these poor
And make
dumb
it through
robots?
without alerting them.
You could certainly try.
Oh, I don't like it when game has to say that. I say that all the time.
I
No,
know.
I don't like it.
You can certainly try. It'll probably
There
end in
is a
failure, but I
stealth.
mean, you can give it a try.
There is a stealth.
Is it under agility?
It is.
Let's have Sam try first. Hey, Sam.
Yeah.
I don't think the tin can's fast enough.
Think you can trick these guys into thinking that they should power themselves down?
I can try. Let me go find charisma here. I believe that's a personality one, isn't it?
It is personality.
Man, now I don't have the stats for Sam. Oh god, he has a piss poor personality. We could certainly try though.
All right, let's
He's got
close.
personality 6.
Wouldn't it be a personality against
Would be a personality again. Oh, no! To go convince the other robots to shut down.
Oh,
it'd
to
be a-
convince the other robots.
Yeah.
My bad.
Well,
I
give me
thought,
one second.
like-
We're gonna fill my water bottle again and probably grab a Coke or a Pepsi.
You want to grab me one too, please?
Yeah, baby.
Okay,
Let's
let's.
see what happens
Okay.
here.
Let's see. Sam, how is this? Go ahead.
Before you do that, Ari and Evelina, let's go back into the engine room and close the door and see how it goes.
I will assume Ari would follow you as she's away from her computer.
Oh, I'm here. I'm here. Evelyn is away from computer.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll close the door and just letting Sam do what Sam does.
Look,
Yep.
Sam got us into this mess. Sam gotta get us out. He's gotta do something.
Or die trying. Either one's fine by me.
It wishes for death anyways. It's fine. If it
Yeah.
just goes poorly, that gets what it wants, you know?
Exactly.
See, we're just trying to help him out.
Friends let friends. You know what? I'm not
Accomplish their
gonna.
wishes and dreams.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, we'll just
Slowly
do-
close the door.
closing the door as Sam is getting crushed. Transform,
Tin
please.
can becomes soda can and is now being crushed.
The big guys are crushing Sam into little things.
Yeah, so I want to wait till Natsu gets back so I can describe this properly.
It just turns from a meal from Nier Automata.
I
It
love
just
a
becomes
meal.
a head. A meal is great. As long as the head survives, Sam survives. But we can
True.
always get Sam back on our ship, you know?
True.
We'll just have our own little Emil rolling around with us.
Thank you, hon. Alright, we'll be getting back to our computer here in just a moment. So closing the door and leaving Sam on the other side, you very briefly, as the door is closing, you hear the start of a conversation of hello, fellow robot, and followed very immediately by the sound of a lot of metal crunching.
Well,
and a lot of like they have like their own little sirens that seem to like go off, and the sirens will start going off for a minute. You'll hear the like massive amount of like and then the sirens stop, and yeah.
Do they go back to their little route, like their predetermined route of moving shit?
You can hear that they are going about their normal business, yes.
Did they react more to the? I guess did they react first to just the presence of our? What I could only assume is now a pile of scrap, or the speaking of said pile of future scrap.
The best that you were able to capture before the door closed was them not interacting until after Sam had talked.
Spoken.
Oh, the door closed.
Yeah, we kind of like ended up sort of closing the door so that reasons, you know?
yeah. To protect ourselves.
Yeah.
Well,
Because we don't have a death wish.
We're gonna hear that, and I'm gonna just mutter under my breath. I wanted to do that.
Just as Sam Seven's head starts rolling out back through the door and is like, I heard that.
Don't have that plug-in in OBS right now. Damn.
Well, I guess negotiating is out of the question. Let's try sneaking past these big brutes.
Yeah, that might be the best thing. If we can sneak past them and not interrupt what they're doing or talk in front of them, I think we might be relatively okay if we make it through the door.
Sounds good to me.
I think that might be their best choice.
To me.
Alright. You guys are popping the door open and looking back into the room then, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Popping the door open and looking back into the room, you can see just the head of Sam in the center of the room trying to roll itself around. Very unsuccessfully.
Is it like
Oh,
just slowly
hi,
wobbling?
friends.
Like, I'm
And then
amazed that he
immediately-
even has the capability of actuating anything in that head of his.
It attempts to say, "Oh, hello, friends," and immediately upon doing so, one of the 3 robots that are there immediately go in and just crush the crap out of the tin can's head. And
there's
then
3
go
of
about
them.
their
I thought there
business.
were 2.
I thought there was 2 as well.
Yeah.
You know what?
Just
I'll stick
2.
with 2 then. Sorry for the confusion.
Okay.
All right.
So in that case,
Should we let them go back after beating the shit out of this?
Hang on. There's
Hmm?
a couple bits of like other scrap around the floor, right?
There are
Or I could find something. I could find something that I could throw a distance and make some noise with. Yes.
There is
Yeah?
plenty of scrap that was parts of Sam's body. Yes.
I'm gonna take a pretty like hilariously enough. I'm gonna use this as a comparison, like soda can sized chunk, and I'm gonna like try to throw it. Cause what's this next room look like?
This room, it's all just long, like, pods, essentially. This one being, they call it the personnel quarters, but I don't understand why, because they don't really describe any parts of, like, a personnel area.
I mean, the basic idea that I have is throw object far distance, make noise in distance, see how they react to said noise in said distance.
Gotcha. Yeah, you want to make a throwing check.
That is agility. So, agility check is that is a 6 under 13.
Good, and I believe, what was it, how does it describe distance on that again?
Well, I just have like movement
Okay.
shenanigans. I don't know anything about throwing.
Yeah, you're able to get a small tin can, kind of close to the other side of the pod, where you watch as their sirens go off very briefly. They go over and rapidly crush the can between the 2 of them, and then go back to what they were doing.
So whatever these things are, they seem to rely on sound so far.
Mm-hmm. So silently walk through, keep our guns drawn, just in case.
Make no noise.
Yeah, I think that might be a good choice.
All right, let's do it then.
All right, everyone make a stealth check.
That is agility.
Oh no, I rolled a 15.
Hey, nice. That's better than my 19.
I rolled a 12. That's under my agility.
See, I'm 15 over 13.
As you guys are trying to sneak through the little room that there is, the remnant bodies of Sam get a final fuck you in this statement. As
Of course.
to some extent, you accidentally trip over some of the scraps that Sam was left behind of Sam, making enough noise to have everyone roll initiative.
Of course, Sam.
Ah, bitch tickets.
Ugh.
Well, that's a D20. I need to roll a D10.
It's what, a D10 plus your
Is it D10 or
Agility.
D5?
agility?
D10 plus
Probably.
agility, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is such a weird system. It's fine.
It is. 19.
Yeah, 14.
I got 17.
That's cool. Turtle.
Yeah. I'm the one that fell, so it makes sense that I am slow.
Yeah, I was the only one that passed that stealth check, and I'm not even that stealthy.
Natsu, you are first in initiative.
As I am assuming, the moment that a sound was made, these things are just like.
The minute that the sound is made, you see that the two of them turn towards the source of the sound, and their sirens start blaring very loudly.
When is it that they haven't aggroed one another with their fucking sirens? But that is neither here nor there. How far away are they?
I would say
Given that we kinda
they're
let
about
them-
10 meters from the party.
10 meter. Are they? How fast are they going? Are they going a?
They're relatively slow. They're not as fast as the little skitterbugs, but
I guess the question is: are they walking speed? Are they running speed? Or are they sprinting speed? Or sorry, walk, jog, and run speed. I guess.
they would be attempting to jog.
All right. I'm going to then, because I can. Where the hell is that aiming? Okay. Every round aiming, I get a +1 modifier to max of 4. God, they really don't make this easy to understand.
No.
I mean, I basically back up 5 meters while aiming at one of them.
Backing up 5 meters will put your back right against the door. Just as a heads up.
Which gives me a bit more space between these two. It buys me a turn to aim.
Spend the time aiming. Okay. Turtle, it is your turn.
Right. I guess since I have my gun out, I'll make a roll to shoot at them.
Which one are you going for? We'll just go left and right.
Is anyone? Which one of them is a little bit?
They're about
out
the
of
same
two-
distance.
They're about the same distance. Cool. I'm guessing that there was a turn, so I'll aim for the one that's closest to me. I don't know what that would be. Probably the one on the left, I'm guessing.
They are both about 10 meters out, but sure.
Alright, I'll just go for the one on the left.
Okay.
That would be agility. And I rolled an 11. That's under my agility, so.
Alright. How much damage you doing?
That would be D10 halved. Are we rolling up on?
Yes.
Rounding up. So that would be 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage to the left one? Okay.
Yep.
Sounds good. As you vanish to the little beam of the little plasma, the little particle beam goes and blasts off into one of the little wheel wells that is kind of running the drivetrain for it. Actually, how much damage did you say? Sorry.
I did 7 damage.
7. Fortunately, that is not a vital part of the system, so it is only taking 6 damage.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I had to roll like a d6 seeing where I hit.
Well, if you go and take the time to aim, you can choose or make that
okay.
choice. But otherwise, it is a d6 randomly.
Okay.
Randomly do it.
All right.
All right. QB.
All right. I'm going to be kind of more in front of Ari and Evelyn, just because security officer duties, all that good stuff. I'm gonna shoot at the same one that Ari shot at.
Okay, go for it.
And I got 11, which is also below the target that I need to hit.
Perfect. How much damage?
And that's going to be 8 points of damage.
Neat. Thankfully, despite the fact that it also manages to kind of skim some of the lower parts of it, it is enough to fully disable that robot, and it is stopped moving. The one on the right is still moving, though, and QB, you being the closest of us, he manages to run right up. And yet, he is making a melee attack.
I'm all padded up, baby.
Got that vest.
Got the vest, got the guards.
It goes and tries to clamp you in between its major
Legs.
claws that it's got
Okay.
for picking stuff up. Unfortunately, it is just above you. You can almost feel it skimming the touch of your hair, or the tips of your hair there. Natsu.
Me? Well, seeing as how I have taken the time to line this shit up, this is shooting at a skill of 17 at... Would I be able to shoot the one that charged Kiwi and the we both shot her?
You could
Or
make
is
an
Festus
attempt at
on
it.
his own here?
It's pretty tall.
It is a very large robot, all things considered. You could make an attempt.
Well, I rolled a 13.
Okay. Were you aiming for any spot in particular, or?
Well, I'm looking at aim, and it looks like aim only increases your chances to hit. It doesn't actually let you pick where you shoot. So I think that's still considered random. Unless we fuck with it further.
Okay, nope, that's fine. That is going for an arm.
I do. Well, I was gonna just roll the d5 and or the d. I was going to roll the d6, and it's just a +5 to my. Fuck, how does that work? God damn it!
D5 is the damage plus the weapon damage value.
Well, the weapon is a +5 damage for the beam pistol.
Yes.
Yes.
And damage
still
for
roll
firearms is just a D5.
So it's a d10 divided by 2 plus 5 automatically. Yes. Your attack is always +5, but you have to roll a d5, which doesn't exist. So a d10 has to be rolled and divided by 2.
Yes.
And it's saying that you have hit locations. So you actually have to also roll a 1d6 if you're not aiming for brawl. Okay, hold on.
See, I'm trying to figure out where you're getting the d5 to add to the thing, and that's just...
weapon abilities. The DV of a weapon is the modifier the character adds to a d5 roll when making a successful attack. The total number is the amount of hit points deducted from the stricken character's HP value, the effect of which will be explained later.
I didn't even see that entire section. I thought that was just on range. I hate this. I hate this.
There's
is not
also
organized very
section
well at all.
3.6 that's like hit location. If a character is to hit, may affect the seriousness of the wound.
That's fine.
Location tables reflect this. Simply roll a 1d6 to decide where the shot will land.
All right. Well, I rolled an 8, which is 4 plus 5, so that's 9 damage, and I hit the torso.
Okay.
Or I guess I would have hit the torso because I rolled a 4.
Okay, that's fine. So how much damage are you doing?
9 damage.
9. Okay. You managed to pop a couple of the critical systems in the robot that is attacking Hephaestus and Turtle. It is your turn, hun. This robot is right up next to you as well, since Hephaestus was right in front of you. And it is within relatively close range to you as well.
Alright, so if it's a close range, I'm gonna pivot back ever so slightly to still get an angle on it. And then I'm going to shoot at it. And I rolled a 7, so that'll hit. I guess now I have to roll a d6 to see where I'm gonna hit.
Mm-hmm.
So freaking confusing. Who fucking knows? It's fine. Like, I think it's somewhat interesting. I rolled a 6, so that was
That's a
what?
nice
A
head.
headshot?
Heck
That's
yeah.
a headshot. So that
Nice.
adds what? +1 to my
Yep.
damage roll?
On damage.
Cool. For damage, I rolled a 7 on the d10, so that's 3.5, so technically 4 plus 5, which is 9, plus an extra attack because I got a headshot, making it 10 points of damage on this robot.
And you managed to strike it in a very critical system, disabling the robot entirely and ending
I got
combat.
your back.
Hey!
I got your back.
High five!
Yeah.
Roll to make a high five. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Combo high five.
Combat high five.
Yeah.
I rolled a 9 for that high five.
It's a good high five.
That's a
Pretty
good high
good high
five.
five.
Pretty solid. Pretty normal. Pretty good. Yeah. So the robots
My high
are
five
disabled.
wasn't as good. I rolled an 18.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
I kind of
Oh.
like whiffed it. I like the pinky of the high five. It wasn't that satisfying,
Ooh.
like kind of
Ooh.
sound. It like skimmed the pinky,
Oh,
and then I'm
no.
just sad.
Oh no.
Aw.
I'm just sad. Roll for high five.
Shucks.
Yeah.
Damn.
You are now left with a relatively quiet room. They're being in the process of high five. Yeah. And yeah, the exit to the other on the other side of the pod appears slightly damaged, but not as bad as some of the other doors you've seen. And yeah, the room is quiet. Marvin destroyed in the middle.
Don't you mean Sam?
Oh, sorry, Sam, not
Sam.
Marvin.
Marvin.
Sam, not Marvin. Marvin.
Yeah, the not Marvin.
I could give Sam a kick for screwing us over and getting us caught before using the facilities.
Yeah, you kicked the pile of metallic rubble that was Sam, and yeah.
Do we know if Sam was actually uploaded into that, or was it just like a little remote host for him? Because I
Make an
feel like
electronics check.
Oh my god, is this? Oh, that is a 5.
You're relatively confident this is just some offspin of Sam, and your actual AI is probably still safe in the ship.
I mean, seeing as though they are incredibly, well, I'm assuming way too much adjacently with Space Station 13. I'm assuming it's a very important piece of machinery that should really be kept far, far away from any kind of danger.
Probably
Even if
yes.
he decides to go into it for himself.
Probably yes.
I'm gonna fucking just send a message back to the ship. Sam, I swear to God, if you were here right now, I would do the exact same thing.
A little buzz pops up on your little communicator. Try me, bitch.
Let's send Sam a message back being like, how'd that one brief moment of death taste like?
Responds rather quickly. Felt good.
All I'm going to do is spit on the now rubble of a robot and carry on like, oh god, 100,000 credits isn't enough for this shit.
All right. Yeah, you guys, you're able to move along to the next door, which is also still closed and whatnot, leading to the next
Is this one
pod.
also welded?
It is not welded, no.
Thank God. All right. Well, I'm gonna open it slowly and
Peek through.
stealthily peek through. Need a date. Stealth, that is 11 under 13, and the perception was not as good. Which was a 15 under 16. So barely a pass.
Can I also see if I hear anything on the other side of the door, or if I can get an angle and kind of like peek through and see what I can see as well?
Yeah, I'm trying to read this and figure out what the hell they're wanting to do here. This feels very... They're about to make 3 combat pods right back to back, which feels wrong. Okay, no, not necessarily. Okay, alright. Anyways, peeking through in the medical suite, there are lots of bodies, skinned and decapitated, all spread out on tables and stuffed into storage lockers. There are more small automated service drones here, stripping the flesh of the dead bodies, putting the strips over the frames of the loading skeletons that are there as well. That's a grisly sight. In command, there are no bodies, but there are signs of fighting. The major systems of the station appear to have been destroyed, but the power from the core is being channeled towards Pod 7. The drones seem too occupied with what they are doing to notice the door opening. There is also another exit on the other side of the room.
How many drones are we seeing here? How many exoskeletons are they packing up?
2 exoskeletons and 2 of these little spider drones that are currently operating and dismembering the people.
Oh, like the things that attacked us in the vents? Or...
Yes.
Okay. 2 exo and 2 skitters. Okay.
I don't understand how they're trying to implement this next puzzle.
It would be really interesting if most of the power is going to one specific pod. That means something. We might have to push our way through it. They seem a little too preoccupied, but if we don't really clear them out now, we might have trouble getting back through later. And who's to say that this fucking meat puzzle, that the person that we're looking for isn't within the meat puzzle?
True.
Or in the pod that's getting all the power. So Commission's gonna have to know what the heck's going on.
Hi, thank you. Anyways, yes.
So, do we want to try to clear out what's going on? Because does it look like the exos suits are powered on and they're just waiting for, completion of meat puzzle to function? Or if we attack said skitter bugs, that it'll initiate them to do that?
I'm sorry, one more time there, hun.
No, I'm just trying to figure out, because there's one pod that's getting most of the power. Does the exosuits look like they're powered on and they'll react, or are they waiting for themselves to be complete before they function?
They are functioning. However, it's one of those where they're not doing a whole heck of a lot until more of this skin and flesh and body parts have been attached to them.
Okay. So do you want to clear out this room and then investigate, or do we want to try to sneak past them? Though it seems like there's something important in here.
Yeah,
especially in that one pod.
If there's something important here, then it might be easiest to just clear them out, just get the drop on them and go hog wild with our blaster fire.
Yeah, because they don't seem to be like really noticing us. They're too busy doing what they're doing to
Yeah.
really do that. So, what do you think? There, Natsu, Evelyn, our mechanic. Any thoughts?
My immediate thought is shut these fucking robots down, because whatever is making them do this shit needs to stop. And it needs to stop now.
I mean, they're not hurting anyone anymore.
Well, anymore, like they can't feel nothing, but there's a whole bunch of meat puzzles on these, like fucking
Given the
cables and shit.
ferocity that they had gone at both us and Sam's puppet, I have a sick feeling that I think they did harm them. And now they're just playing.
Well, they did harm them in the past, but now they can't harm them no more.
You're not wrong.
But they can still harm us, so I think we should still take them down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with that one.
Yeah.
You guys want to go for combat option here then?
Yeah, I think we're gonna try to get the drop on them first. So, who's taking what robot? I think we should also kind of get the fast-moving skitter bugs out of there first.
Well, you two seem to be generally good shots. You two shoot at a little skitter one each, and then after that, the three of us just start taking out the big guys.
I'll give you guys one round of combat that is like a surprise round, and then go from there.
Perfect. Kick down the door. Let's do this.
All right, so I'll take one skitter bug. You take the other.
Yeah.
Go for it.
All right, and then while you two are doing that, I'm gonna take a nice. I'm gonna aim at. No, I'm not gonna aim. I'm just gonna shoot at the fucking other one.
One of the two big ones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Left or right?
Left.
Okay.
Rolled a 10. That is underneath my agility to shoot for a skitter bug. And I guess with the drop of surprise, do I still have to roll where I hit?
With the amount of damage that the rifles do hitting the skitter bugs, it doesn't really matter.
Okay, so then that would be 8 points of damage to the skitter bug.
Perfect. One kicking down the door, starting off. One of the beams rapidly fires through one of the little skitter bugs. QB.
I rolled a 2 to do 6 damage.
Nice.
To the other skitter bug.
Perfect, and that's both skitter bugs go straight flat down to the ground. Natsu.
Good opening.
Nice.
I'm glad you two had a good opening. My weapon apparently had some cooling issues.
Oh no, did you?
Oh no.
I rolled a 20 and then I rolled a 5 on the follow-up, so I
Oh.
lost my shot for this round because of overheating.
Alright.
Which is fine, because I rolled a 1 on my D5, and I only rolled a 2 for my fucking, for the D6, so even if I did hit it, piddle damage.
Alright. Oh, excuse me. Alright, everyone roll initiative then.
Damn it, I keep rolling D20s for initiative. Fuck you, D&D.
Rolled 15 for me.
I got 17.
I have 14. I rolled a 1.
Oh.
Oh gosh. What was the ability on these guys again? I've actually outpaced you guys. Okay, no, they just both got 13. So QB 17. Not Charlie, you said you're 15?
Yes.
Natsu?
I got a total of 14.
Still, even with max rolls, we're all right behind you guys. Okay. QB.
All right. I'm shooting the big guy. One of the big guys. Guy on the
Go for
left.
it. Oh, perfect.
Perfect. 7.
7, perfect.
And that is max damage of 10 damage.
10 damage. Who hitting?
I imagine just torso.
Okay. 1 damage. Yep, that would be torso. Managed to get a solid shot in at one of the more critical systems. It has significantly slowed the robot down, however, it is not done yet. Turtle.
Well, seeing this thing kind of like run towards us and it's still not down, I don't like that. I'm gonna shoot at the same robot. Let's see. I rolled a 2.
Ooh,
Nice.
yeah.
Normal standards, I would be like, ah, shit, that's not gonna hit. But in this case, it works. Shit, my D6 rolls are on fire. It's another headshot. Fuck yes.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
How much damage?
Let's see. I rolled an 8 on my D10, so that's divided by 2, which makes that 4, plus 5, which is 9, plus the 1 for the headshot, so that's another 10 damage to it.
Nice. As it's running at you,
Damn.
it falls flat straight back as the shot pierces through the most critical part of the system, and it has stopped moving.
I am a dead shot. This is great.
Damn, yeah, the two of you. Natsu.
Hey, why don't we join an assassin service at this rate?
Can we?
Yeah, God, holy jeez.
Shit.
So there's what, only one left then?
I
Yeah,
got
there
your
is
back
one
if
still
you got
charging at
mine.
you. It's about
Hell yeah.
15 meters out.
All right, well, let's try to shoot at him again. Or at this one now, because the other one's dead. Oh, fucking goddamn it. 18. I missed.
Oh. Alright, it takes its turn, basically just rushing up to you. QB, you managed to get up to... It is now within melee range of the three of you. QB, your turn.
Oh, well, great. Yeah, I'm gonna do another shot now that's so close. Maybe I'll go for its head. What do I have to do for that?
So there's no real rules on calling a shot, which is really funny because it should.
Yeah. It's just like randomized. It's not saying like you can line up a shot and then aim for a certain part, you know?
Let us go with what is that? Natural. Yeah. I have to find the stupid table again that tells me which ones are challenge rolls and stuff. Yeah, let's go with... I'm going to do a -3, though, for your hit. Be able to do
Then
it.
I got right on the dot then. I rolled a 9.
Oh boy.
Nice. All right, yeah, go for it. That's a nice headshot.
All right. Without any modifications, that is 7 damage.
7 damage, and then it'll be 1 extra for the headshot. Okay. Yeah. Getting up close, you're able to get the little laser pistol right up into the jaw of it, pull the trigger, and right through the head it goes. It still's got a little bit of fight left in it, though, unfortunately, in Turtle.
Your turn.
All right. I guess I can help try to finish the job and shoot at it at this close distance.
Yeah.
Although I could stab it for something a little bit different and, you know, like for a little flavor, I guess.
That's up to you, hon.
I'm just like, I'm looking over at my newfound assassin buddy, I guess, at this point. My new deadshot buddy.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, should I stab him or shoot him?
I mean, why change it up? We know what works.
Be true that, and it's kind of mechanics, so electricity works for it. I'm gonna shoot the bastard.
Go for it.
I rolled an 8.
Okay.
Yay! Roll D6, I guess, to see where I'm shooting. It's a 5, so that mostly hits torso, even though I'm fucking, like, aiming for it. Even though if I would, like, line it up and be like, let's go for a third headshot in a row, apparently it says no!
Charles is counting headshots now at this point. How much damage you doing, hon?
Let me roll this D10 real fast. Shit, that's max damage. That's an extra 10.
Okay.
I rolled a 10 plus 5,
Alright.
and since it's a torso shot, it doesn't add any modifiers.
Yeah, between the two headshot, well, the headshot and the basically shot at its neck. Yeah, you guys managed to quickly dispatch that robot as well, leaving you guys free to explore the room.
Hell yeah!
Wait, we trying for high five again?
Yeah!
Roll for high five!
Do it. Roll for high five.
I got an 11!
I got 16. Not the best.
Oh.
I did better this time, so I'm approved on my high
At
fives.
this
You have. I'm
point,
happy for you.
I know progress, right?
I'm gonna stow my rifle at this point and go, jeez, you two shooting. I don't need to do anything here. Jeez.
See, I know how to fix things that are biological, but I can sure take them apart and shoot them to death. I know where all the vital parts are.
Alright, so for this room, you're free to explore the medical area as much as what you'd like. At the back end of the room, the door is a little bit different in that it has a glass door, like a glass window for most of it, that looks through to the next pod, which is actually a tube to the next set of pods.
There's nothing going on in that hallway that we can see through that window.
If you would like to take a look through that window.
So what
I would
hallway
like to.
pod thing are we in right now?
You are currently in pod 4, which is the medical pod. A medical command and environmental life support pod.
Isn't that where they said Edward was?
I'll take. Wait.
Specialty.
So wait, medical command life support pod? That seems.
Yes.
Who the fuck designed this stupid space station?
I don't
Just gotta
know.
mash them together.
Yeah, someone was drunk when they made it. Looking through Turtle, make a perception check
Are any of
for
us hurt?
Any of you guys hurt?
I
mean-
think the only one that got hurt was Hephaestus over here, just a little bit with the sparks in the hair, but that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And that's because I didn't decide to wear a helmet today.
Yeah, helmets are for the grunts on the field, you know.
That's why I didn't bring it.
You know what?
We
If this
know.
was
We're gonna pat you on the
actual
shoulder
D&D,
for it.
I would be upset right now. That's a crit 1.
Oh.
Yes! I know this place. This is my home, pretty much. Underneath all the meat puzzle pieces, you know? Like, I know where all the scalpels and good drugs could be, and everything else since I am D, so we figured this out, I guess.
While you're looking through, if this is a command pod, is there any way to access any of the systems, or...
It did say that one pod was getting more power than all the rest of them, right? Would you be able to take a look at why is that?
Can I, like, figure out, like, what's routing that, or anything along those lines?
Make a electronics check. And Turtle, I'm sending you your perception check here in a sec.
Fuck, I have no idea. I rolled a nat 20!
Not a fucking clue what's going on, hon.
Man, where the fuck is this D&D?
I can double check.
Jack shit if we were playing actual D&D. That does things and there's dead bodies. Like, there's just pieces of bodies all over the place. And that's what I can see right in front of me.
Hey, so I wanted to pick up the perception to be like, hey, maybe I could see. I too rolled a 20.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, it's a door, man. It's a door. It's a door, and
It's
got a
just a
window on it.
door. I don't know what to tell you. It's a door.
That is in fact a singular door. Oh no.
I guess, I also, since apparently Natsu is struggling, after I've done my peering through and looking through, the room and into the next pod area, and before we go anywhere, I guess, I'll ask if Natsu can help me with some, because I am somewhat electronically and technologically impaired, if, she would kind of step me through what I need to do to kind of like check to see if I can jog her memory, but I'm being the catalyst of seeing why so much power is going to Pod 7. Can I give that a shot?
Yeah, you want to make an electronics check?
Yeah, what's that under?
That is under intelligence.
Oh shit, cool! As long as I roll less than what I got.
I'm so confused. What's happening?
I'm 14 and my intelligence is 15, so I made it under.
Not, Evelyn, you're having some problems with the computer, alright? It's a little weird, a little, like, the dust is kind of throwing you off, it's triggering you right now.
You know what the problem is?
Hmm.
I was under the anticipation that their password wouldn't be password.
And you're not too wrong as Ari comes up alongside you and just enters the password and is just like, yeah, here you go. And now you're into the computer system.
Yeah, if you could take a look. I kind of also want to let my fellow compatriots over here know that into the next pod, through the hallway, through that glass door, the pod is broken and there's only 2 spacesuits. So someone's either gonna have to stay or we're gonna have to head back to our ship, maybe grab one, and then go through to the next pod.
Do we have suits on our thing? Oh, no. Oh, QB.
No, it's fine. QB is gonna be right back.
Oh. So, there's space.
And your microphone is like underwater again here.
I don't know why. I didn't do anything different. But an hour is still fun.
No, you still sound like you are underwater, hun.
I'm shooting Discord. I'll be right
There you
back.
go. Nope, you're back.
There you go. It's fixed.
God damn it. I hate this. I didn't move anything at all.
Sounds weird. No, we'll do a quick intermission while QB is changing rooms and getting back to us here.
I'm guessing Solon's doing Solon things soon.
I'm thinking Chorby's doing Chorby things.
Fuck, that is right. I don't know who the Solon is.
Who's Solon? Never heard of Solon.
That's the name of a space system.
Oh, gotcha.
Can I continue to look around under the meat puzzles and find anything in particular? I know it's like intermission, but as I'm like just perusing
make another
around.
perception check.
Gotta roll for perception. I rolled a 7.
Roll a 7. Alright, yeah, peeking around you can find some kind of basic medical supplies, and you even find a first aid kit.
Cool. Can add that to my stash, I guess. Do I find any scalpels, or were they just using it with their like scissored spider hands to move pieces of meats?
You find a lot of very clean scalpels, despite the fact that the mass dismemberment has been going on. There is a lot of very clean scalpels.
Cool. Take those very sharp objects, and I will also input them into the medical supplies.
Okay.
And if anything, I can use them as small throwing knives. Not super balanced, but I can cut a bitch with it.
What's up, Natsu?
Oh no, I'm just still going on my usual wondering of like, do we have spacesuits on our original ship, or
we should. If you have like any outside maintenance, shouldn't you have at least one on the ship?
That's actually a very valid point, and why the fuck were the people who wrote this not observant enough to think of that?
Yeah, because if you have to do maintenance on like,
I
if
mean,
you think about
that
it
seems
like a boat
very, very
or a submarine,
constant thought here of
yeah, like
they
if
didn't
you're gonna
think
do
people
maintenance on a if you're on a boat or even if you're on like a submarine, you have outside maintenance that you have to do. You either pull into a dock or a harbor and you end up doing it that way, or somebody gets to go on the outside of the ship wearing a suit and cleaning up the outside. It's maintenance. You should have at least one space
that's
suit
literally EVA
per person on ship, you know?
I'm gonna just read this out absolute verbatim for what they think for this challenge, because you guys have figured out a perfect solution for it that is absolutely like in your face, should have been known. The tube has been ruptured, so the PCs must use spacesuits to jump the 0G gap from Pod 4 to Pod 5. This one is a puzzler. There are one less spacesuits than the PC group's numbers, i.e., if there are 4 PCs, there are only 3 spacesuits available. This means they must figure out a way to get themselves over to Pod 5 and get a spacesuit back for the spare PC. All the while, the PC left behind is plunged into darkness, all the lights go out, and the other PCs have left there is something in the dark. An exoskeleton and stalks the PC who elected or was voted to stay behind.
Wait.
Yes.
So it's literally designed to single somebody out and then say,
yes.
haha, it's dark, haha, you're now getting terror stalked?
Yes. Despite the very obvious, you showed up on a spaceship. Where the fuck is your own spacesuits?
Yeah, and it's also in a list of equipment you can buy
that
have an extra spacesuit. And you can wear it onto the space station. Like, it's not that fucking complicated.
Yeah.
They really didn't, like, test this one out, did they?
And I mean, like, it's almost like this one's a real puzzler. It's basically like the grain, the chicken, and the fox, and you have to get all 3 across the cliff, but you can only take one at a time. It's basically the same thing. It would be that, like, hey, we have to send somebody over. They takes off the spacesuit. One jumps back with the spacesuit in hand to pick up the other person, and they go in tandem. You know, it's just like, that's not that fucking complicated, to be honest.
Yeah.
And even better, like, oh no. Because I'm thinking, with a big enough group size, it wouldn't matter if it was literally players -1.
Mm-hmm.
Because after a certain point, you can have at least 2 or 3 people at every location and not get spooky wookied.
Yeah.
And even if you get spooky wookied, you can fucking, like, just basically overpower them. I'm guessing, pretty much.
I don't know.
I don't know. Sorry, welcome back, QB. We were just discussing this next puzzle, in quotes, that in the absolute absurdity of it.
What's the puzzle?
It's getting to the next pod because there's one less spacesuit, and no one seems to have made the forethought, other than our party, that, hey, yeah, we probably have spacesuits on our own damn ship.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, like, my perception roll was, hey, the pod in front of us, in front of this glass door is ruptured, and there's only 2 spacesuits. But we came here on our own spaceship, and Natsu has to at least hop outside to do outside maintenance. So why can't we, like, since we already cleared the way, why can't we head back to the ship real fast, grab the spacesuit that's needed for that one extra person, and all 3 of us just, like, hop across, you know?
Yeah, that sounds pretty easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, they were, like, trying to do the
I love
brain,
that
the
they
chicken,
even,
and the
like,
fox kind of bullshit.
they set it up, and I love This one's a puzzler.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No, it's not really.
Okay, is there anything else you guys want to do in Pod 4? Because I'm gonna... Oh god, I'm gonna have a stroke if I keep going.
Well, what I can say is that I've pretty much pillaged all of their scalpels and extra med kit. I have one on me, but now I have two, you know?
I mean, again, I would try to like access the systems and like, even if I get Turtles help access it, because you know, I couldn't do it on my own somehow.
You missed the one special character, and I was just like, yeah, some people just do it this way, I guess.
It's like it's so easy, duh.
Yes.
All right, checking the command system. You can see that there is a large power draw from the Pod 7.
Can I access any other kind of like security monitoring systems? Any
Logs.
like energy like monitoring and rerouting stuff?
Can we see if they have cameras in there, what's going on in Pod 7, or their logs for this ship, since we got no information of what the fuck was going on before Sam fucking took this job?
Looks like the security systems would be destroyed. And only because this doesn't give me anything to really work off of, I'm going to go with the hard drives for the logs seem to be wiped. Naturally, I would hate going with that solution.
But they're not giving you much, so that's not on you. That's on
They're
them.
not giving me jack diddly squat, and my brain is still trying to improv too little.
Yeah, it's just so very little. It's like barely the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Like it touches on the bare minimum every once in a while, and then backs away from the bare minimum.
Yeah.
To be basically non-existent. So that's not on you. And props to you to be able to do this much improv.
Thank you. Oh god.
I'm glad that we can at least make it somewhat funny. And then, like, you know what?
I feel like outside the playtest version, it might be better. Like, if I got my hands on the actual PDF for it, this might not be bad to make into a good system. And make
if it was
a game
this
or two out of
part,
it.
and then, like, I'm sorry, but if Natsu was looking on there, and if, like, everything else is wiped, and the only sentence that pops up on the screen afterwards before she logs off or like walks away from the screen is Karen sends her love, would be fucking like, well, Karen can take her love and shove it up her ass. That's basically at this point where I'm at. Like, fuck this. Do we want to run back to our ship and grab an extra thing? We're gonna break this module, I guess, and basically like you know, go grab a suit and then hop it and see what the fuck's going on in Pod 7, since apparently one of them we're not going to be able to do much of anything.
Well, this is actually going to Pod 5.
Yeah, well, we have to make it to Pod 5.
Yeah.
Well, we're in Pod 4, right?
The fact that Pod 4 is
Pod 5 would be somewhat broken, wouldn't it?
At the same time is so dumb.
Wouldn't Pod 5 basically be broken, or is it just a hallway to
It's just the hallway to Pod 5 that's broken.
Alright, is there any, like, opening? Is, like, Pod 5, is there still, like, a door leading to it?
Yes.
Or can I see through, did, like, my perception be able to, is it, like, one of those, like, the doors that we've been seeing, or is it another one of those glass doors?
It's one of the normal doors.
Okay. I wanted to see if I could see into the hallway, because, like, jumping across into the unknown is not really what I want to do, but, I mean, if that's what we gotta do, then...
This module doesn't give us a choice.
No, it don't. It's either we get basically stalked by a scary monstrosity in the dark, as we figure out a way to get somebody back across, or we break the system. We go grab one of our own fucking spacesuits, and, basically, like, you know, hop on over and continue on. Because apparently the commissioner is not going to let us leave without finding information. And I don't think we found what? Who was it? Edward?
Mhm.
Edward.
Alright, yeah. So,
Ugh.
I mean, we could
So
probably
goofy.
call it as it is now, since we have, like, a whole bunch of human meat puzzle pieces. But I guess that they're gonna want to figure out what's on Pod 7, you know? Because they're
Well,
assholes.
we clearly gotta go forward. Do we all want to go together and get back to our ship? Get the third fucking spacesuit?
Yeah, we can flip off fucking we can kick Sam's remains real fast on the way back through. And
Sounds
then,
good to me.
And then go pick up our
Yeah, right?
spacesuit. Yeah.
I'm looking through pod 5 and 6 right now just to see what valuable shit there is in it. And it's just a bunch of log messages. Yeah. This is so dumb.
Big baddies in Pod 7. Basically what I could tell you.
Yes.
Big
It's
baddies
lore
in Pod
and
7.
then, yeah.
Big lore for build up and then big baddie that they probably built for... It's probably Edward or the thing that they built the fucking thing for. And made basically unkillable or basically everlasting life until somebody snuffs it out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
but
we go snuff it out.
I'll read this when you guys get to the next pod. But there's legitimate contradictory shit in its own module, and I'm. Anyways, we'll get there in a second here. Yeah. Is there anything that you guys are just getting another spacesuit and?
Yep.
Gonna cross.
Yep. We're gonna break the module. We're gonna do the smart thing.
Yeah.
And
We
not play
go
the grain, the chicken, and the
together.
fox.
Navigating the zero gravity space in this hallway is relatively easy. You guys get to pod 5. As the medical suites, but there is something else. Brains in jars. The labs are stark white and clean, and there are all kinds of areas where brains have been wired into computers, sensors, and machines. Calling up any logs or workstations will reveal the following information. And then there's things that we can go into with logs. That's where the log ends. Suddenly the lights go out. Oh, okay, that is actually... Never mind, I get it. That's so stupid.
Do we see the lights as we're trying to open the door? Basically the lights go out on the on the medical side. As I get a phone call, dear God, I understand it's 11, but dear God, God damn it.
Alright, you deal with that real quick, sure at all.
So we have once again found ourselves in the hilarious situation of we need to get to this other door.
You guys are basically going door to door in this damn dungeon, and
just watching dumb shit happen behind us.
yes.
Oh my god.
Okay. You know what? It's 10 o'clock. This is one of those where I'm at the point where I am mentally frustrated with this system, and I don't want to keep pushing on the players to have to fight with this stupid system. So I'm just
Can we just figure out what's in Pod 7?
Here, I'm gonna read through all the lore here, and we'll get the lore parts of this done.
What's the wiki say?
One of the logs that you guys find, we are successful. Our aim was to transfer human consciousness to a silicon machine, basically digesting it, or digitizing a brain. The idea was to download thought and memory, and the machine could achieve a form of immortality, and then all you'd have to do is repair and replace parts to keep going. The implications were enormous: artificial intelligence with emotional responses, expanded knowledge. At first, we tested primate and donated brains from already dead donors, but what we needed was a test subject. Luckily, a terminally ill man named Edward Tarkovsky volunteered to be a guinea pig. He was going to die anyways, so what did he have to lose? So he wired his brain into a machine and downloaded his consciousness, and it worked. This is where the logs end. Suddenly the lights go out, all is dark, and you're stalked by another exoskeleton that was completely wrapped in human skin. Yada yada. And then after that, this is a respite for PCs to change or catch their collective breaths, or a chance to catch their collective breaths. Bright white lights in the clean lab are a bit of a lure, as they suggest no dark corners, shadows, or safety. There is nothing here they can use.
Oh my
and then you go to Pod 6. These labs are technical workbenches, great rooms of wires and computers. There's lots of damage here, and it appears that someone has purposefully destroyed several of the labs. Also, the drones and the exoskeletons are being repaired and built here. So the whole place is like a workshop full of working drones and exoskeletons. As before, they will not attack unless disturbed. Through logs, PCs will discover the following. This is where the mind of Edward was placed into a receptacle. The consciousness was put into an artificial brain and then transferred to the huge exoskeleton, a human-shaped robot. Edward could have limbs and do what normal humans could do, except he was stronger and faster. He loved his immortal body, and the scientists patted each other on the back. But what we hadn't realized is the human mind needs a human body to exist, and Edward could not properly hear, he couldn't properly see, he did not articulate words with the mouth, he just thought them and got frustrated when people did not fully understand his intentions. He could not smell or touch or feel or catch his breath. Worst of all, he could not dream. His mind could never turn off, and this led to anger, frustration, and then mental instability. And finally, after 2 months of tests and evidence, finally psychosis. Edward needed to be back in a human body, so he has decided to build himself one. He killed the crew, tore the skin from the bodies, and placed it over his own robotic skeleton, the grisly parody of flesh. For company, he put bodies in exoskeletons and bolted the heads of the dead to other machines. I must get out, I must get out. All the PC realize this. They hear a man sobbing over the tannoy system. It's rotten, it's all rotten. This is the plot revelation location. Some PCs may be able to find heavy-duty tools to help them fight if they have to, such as plasma welders and power tools. Drones and exoskeletons will fight if pushed, but they'll still act. Oh god. And then it goes into Zone 7, which is... Finally, this is the place where Edward has retreated to. He has had walls torn out, so the pod is one huge room, and the wires and equipment gathered make the floor a carpet of tubes and wires, and the walls dark and oppressive. In the center is Edward, wires and tubes plugged into the massive skeletal robot body, rotten skin and organs hanging from the frame, and all dark, hot, and oppressive. Edward watches the PCs in silence. They can say what they wish here, but words do nothing. It's as if he is studying them. It's only once they make a threatening move towards him, or move on him, that he acts. He stands to his full 3-meter height, wires and tubes popping out of him. He says, I have a station to run. I need fresh flesh. Then he will attack. His hands are razors, but strong. The wires and tubes still attached, but he's not very fast. He can fight, but he is very strong and has high strength. Doesn't give me a stat block, though, mind you. There's a chance that one of them might notice a thick cable attached to Edward's lower back, which appears to be quite important. It is, in fact, Edward's main power lead that he needs now. He runs the whole station. If they destroy or sever that is quite flimsy, they defeat Edward. Either way, once he is defeated, he collapses. As the lights fade from his circuit, his last words are, "Can I sleep now, mommy?" This is where the adventure ends. Sam 7 on Dan Tanner will now pick them up. This is the final stage. There is nothing here the PCs could use to fight Edward, and they will have to rely on what they have already found and salvaged from the station as they traveled through it. And Karen sends her love. Yeah, Naoki. Oh god.
And Karen sends her love. God.
Edward is very strong, and direct attacks will do damage, but very, very slowly. Only his lack of mobility stops him from fighting at his full capacity. It seems PCs are defeating him too easily. Then have some drones or exoskeletons join the fray. I like this system, and I like what this system is trying to do. I do not like this one shot, and I am sorry I have subjected you three to it.
Can I mention that I kind of scrolled down to read along with it? I caught this here. Entries in bold typeface are player information.
Yeah.
Everything, that entire last one was just all bold player information.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Even the information, the PCs can fight him. I hate this. Oh god. Oh god. Who can I raid? Who can I just send this to so I don't have to think anymore, please? QB, thank you for being on here. I hope that I can put you through something significantly better sometime in the future. And, not this. Not
maybe we could run this system with a actual, like, more thought out one shot than...
I mean, I had a lot of fun, so, like,
played ones.
Please threaten me with a good time of bringing me back.
Fantastic. Oh god, who can I raid? Kirby hasn't started his stream yet, has he? Even doing something
I don't
Sunday?
see it.
No, he hasn't. Oh, damn it.
I mean, we could stay busy and I can go yell at him to start it.
Try to start early so we can reach you.
Kirby isn't going yet. Yeah, no, I mean, you know what? I'll just put us back to the camera scene and we'll just stay busy.
We could talk about the shenanigans of the system.
Yeah.
And how we could possibly make it better.
Well, so I recognize that this is the playtest version of this, and I grabbed and sticked with the playtest version just because I didn't want to spend the $10 on the actual book. But a part of me now doesn't want to spend the money on the book because of how bad the playtest went.
Listen, something legally questionable copies of stuff.
Yeah, I'm totally not looking into those. Trying to figure out. Yeah.
Like,
oh, sorry, it wasn't $10. It was $20 for a fucking PDF.
Terrible sounding. However, their little like tester thing is just it's severely lacking.
I mean, it feels like a real nice system. Like, it could be good. Isn't that poorly written? Yeah, no, you're damn right.
I went to Drive-Thru RPG to get a, like, see if there were reviews on this, right? There is 3 reviews currently posted.
Oh no. Oh no.
From 2021.
Oh no.
All 3 of them are 5-star. And, like, I really don't think this playtest gives it justice, possibly.
We'll raid Chorby in a minute, but hold on, I'm doing a quick read through of the reviews, and I'm just like
the case system for character creation is wonderful for quick pickup and play. The rules take all of 5 minutes to learn, and pressure is a great method to add tension to a game. This didn't even cover like tension and pressure and all that stuff. It's just here, go through this thing, and like I feel they really their playtest missed the mark.
Oh, it did. It really did. All right. Let's go kick down Chorby's door and just put an end to this.
Thump, 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 FBI open
Thank you, QB. Thank you, everyone, for sticking around with the one shot. We'll be back to normal D&D next week, and not this garbage. Have a great night. Love you all. Bye!
Karen sends her love!
Karen sends her love!
Love!